Hello. I think you might be muted.
I got my mute button because I didn't want everybody clicking this around in the background. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'll do the intro again. And thanks for everybody for joining in, signing up. How are you? We'll repeat it. So, Josh, first time we're doing this one together, and I just realized I've blocked that nice little scoreboard I built all that time setting up, and it's just not going to work. And I should have done the overlay, and I was like, I'm lazy, and now I don't have a scoreboard. I suck at life. Does it matter? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm here looking at my hello. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, it's the first time we're doing this. Lots of fun. Yeah, lots of fun. I'm here struggling trying to get my my Stockport up. It says I have an active subscription for today, but I don't know how to get it. Do you have any idea?
I heard somebody else was talking on your Discord that was saying the same thing. So I don't know if Stockport's buggy or what the deal is. I've logged in early, so I've got the game going, and I'm going through the advertisements right now. So I would assume that it's up. The only thing that I can suggest is if you have downloaded iFollow us, let me just go to Stockport's, because I don't have an account with Stockport. It's one of the things where you've got to have 100 different emails that I hate about it. But let me just go to their page to see if.
You know what's going to have to happen? I'm probably going to buy this again. You got to be. Let me sign out.
Stockport.
Live audio. It's going to be one of those
stream is weird. It's really saying the same thing, which is unfortunate. So not used to having international fans that Stockport can't figure out their iFollow stuff, which that's unfortunate. Oh wow, they have a really weird page, don't they?
Yeah, it's very busy. It's very busy. Let me try to log in and log back out. But hey, it's all part of it. It's all part of the fun, right? I hope.
I'm on an advertisement promoting their 2022-2023 EFL season.
God, what's going on here? Okay, use that. That sounds about right. Use my face. Sign me in.
I'll just have to wish you luck. While you're doing that, I'll just lead the charge and start to talk about the game as it is and just do that. I can kick you out in the background if you want for a little bit, or I can keep you there to keep me company. Your choice. And hi to the 46 people wherever you're viewing. Hit the like button down below on wherever you're Notts County, Local Pundit or the Red Horde. Hit the like button. Let the algorithm gods know that we're here, so we can draw in some more people. And as to the preview, a couple of interesting developments. I don't know if you looked up the lineup or dove into that at all. They're both going without their top guys up front. And I say that not because to give any disregard to Langstaff, but Jat has been stirring the drink for them up front. 5 goals in 10 games, 7 goals involved overall. Langstaff hasn't really been there. They've gone with McGoldrick, and Jat is not even in the lineup. So that's interesting. And perhaps even more interesting is Stockport isn't going with Oloafe anywhere in their lineup either. He, with his leading scorer being 20 goals, he's getting the day off. And I don't know who his replacement is, because I assume it's Powell. He's an attacking mid, but they play with 2 up front, and I don't know who it is. The other sub coming in is Lehman Hay Evans, and I understand him to be a defensive mid, so I assume he's filling in for Bailey. Just really 2 changes for both clubs over their previous rosters. It's Brindley over Mari, which is fine. They do that all the time. You're getting the same sort of cluster in the back line because Notts can't defend. So that's the same thing. But McGoldrick coming in over Jatta, I find interesting. I don't know if Jatta's injured. I didn't look it up. Jatta, of course, being their January window from Denmark, Viborg, the other club, same owners. They just brought him over to the new club. I'll get to the chat here in a second, just run through some of this stuff while Josh is getting set up there in the background. The other change, as I said, Powell, he's in over Oloafe, I assume. 19 starts, 29 games, but Oloafe's had 34 starts, 43 games he's been involved in. He's been the steady guy, leading scorer, and he's not even on the bench, unless I'm blind and somebody can identify him, but I don't see him. So fascinating. What's on that. And then Lemonheigh Evans over Bailey. That's just a minor shift there. They're both similar players. 13 starts for Lemonheigh Evans and 25 for Bailey. So did you get things going on your end or still ticking away?
You know what's great? I bought it twice and it still won't come up. So it's awesome. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know what to do here. I tried it out earlier. I'm going to
be all by myself and this all.
I know. Is anyone else? I mean, I
see. I'm getting that beautiful. I don't even know what you call that instrument. It's not the xylophone, but it's your match day commentary is going to start soon. So I've got mine, and now I feel bad, but we just randomized this out as to who we wanted to cover. And you had a Stockport account did previously.
I had a Stockport. This worked fine before. Yeah. I'll figure it out.
So keep going. I'll talk about just as to previous run of form. Stockport, well, easy to do. 5 wins in a row. Their last, they've gone 3-0 with their win away over FJR, 1-0 away over Wimbledon, 3-1 away over Sutton United, 2-1 over Colchester away, and 2-0 over Morecambe. Not a lot of heavy hitters there as far as clubs go. Maybe Morecambe the best of the bunch, but you got to win them still. And they've won 5 in a row. Stockport, remember about January, they got smashed with injuries, right?
Yeah. Have you given any thought on, like, I mean, are we going into this thinking there's a chance, or are we just going in thinking like, I
don't know if you saw my tweet, but I'll tell you, like, I'll repeat my tweet to you is exactly how I feel about this. Is we had the promotion party. I'm full. Like, it's a 72-ounce tomahawk. I've digested. I'm full. I'm great. I'm sitting there, and then somebody walks by and says, "Would you like some sticky toffee pudding?" I don't know. Give me a little bit of time here. If things happen out, sure, I'll take sticky toffee pudding because I like it if I can get to it. But I've got to do some things on my. I'm not. It matters. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do I?
You know what? It will start to matter if there's an opportunity. If you're like, oh, this could go somewhere.
So let's set this up for the 73 people that are here, and thanks to Sheldon from the Local Pundit who clarified this one. Is we need to get preferably preferably Stockport only takes 1 point over their next 2 games. If they do that, we just need 3 points free and clear, and we're good. So 1 point over the next 2 games. That's going to be a tough ask, but it all starts with potentially a Magpies win. And I didn't have any black or gold, so I wore the Canucks retro skate. This is
I like it. I like it. I was going to say, what are you wearing?
That's the Vancouver Canucks retro jersey. It's and it is this is the greatest logo in hockey. Like with the skate from
better
the
than
80s.
the whale. Better than the whale. Are you sure it's not better than the whale?
They're whales now, but their retro one with the skate. This is better than the whale. But anyway. Where was I? If they get a draw here, a loss, then their game against Accrington Stanley potentially matters. If they take it, they're going to be doing the big debate over, do we give them an honor guard as they walk in for the game and all that sort of stuff. I don't care about that sort of stuff. I mean, you won it. Congratulations. You had an extra year to do it. So what's a magpie? Some bird related to death. That's all around knots, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, red dragons versus magpies. So, but it is a bird. It's like a crow, right? Isn't it the same thing as a crow? I don't know. And he's live. Good. I would like to see a win by Knots because it keeps the. Do you want to lift a trophy at the end of the year? Sure.
Did you hear? I thought. This is me, and I listened to Elliot Lee. I don't know if you. I don't know. I knew you're working and everything. I did a show a little bit ago, but Elliot Lee was saying that, like, they want to win. They want to win the title. Promotion's great, but they want to win the title. And I was like, okay, if that's their mindset, I will only get excited if there's an opportunity for today for that to happen. But you're right. We had our promotion fill. It's enjoyable, and if there's an opportunity to win, let's go win it. So. I'm surprised. Does anyone know what a magpie is, though? Like full bore or no?
I don't know. I haven't been doing the chat, and let's do my Stockport feed is working now. Okay, I know it's a bird. I don't know if it's related to and similar to a crow. These are the questions we need a biologist for. Same family as a crow, but it's not associated with death. It's a bird of luck. And you learn something every day.
Yeah, every day, right? Every
day. Up, Mad Al. Whenever I hear A up, I end up like. Does anybody else in England use A up other than people from Yorkshire? Because whenever I
would like clarity on what like A up is like. Is that like a hey-o? Like I'm still working my way through that.
A up duck. A up duck. That's what my grandmother-in-law calls me. Duck.
A up duck.
It's supposed to be a term of endearment. She could be swearing at me, and I would take it. I don't really know.
Sure.
But absolutely. So here's Ryan saying, I hope Stockport versus Wrexham is a title decider. That would be, it would be more fun, right? And so there's only one pathway there, and we need it. Go ahead.
You couldn't write it. Like you almost can't write it. Okay, if that's going to happen, that'll be amazing.
I would love to see Stockport fans' minds meld on this, because they've been planning for the promote, and they've been smacking the whole time, talking with the chat all the way through. And so, it'd be one. I'm all for it. So just to clarify one more thing, though, if they are able to draw twice, they get 2 points. Then it's interesting because it turns to goals for and against. And right now we're like 10 points behind, 10 goals behind, 11 goals behind. That by having draws, they're not getting anything. But one of the advantages of playing each other is for every goal that we score, they have a goal as against. So it's really a 2-for job. The downside is that 5-0 loss. That's the delta. That's the difference that we have against Stockport County. But if we can get some wins against, we'd have to get our win against Crewe on the weekend. So we're at least one in advantage. So it's a 10-goal difference, 5-5, and then you go to goals for. And I haven't looked at the second tiebreaker to find out who's got the goals for difference. I think it's us. It would be. Let's make it a dream, and it all starts with this one. There's ducks on the field.
I'm watching. There's ducks on the. Yeah.
Hey up, ducks.
They have ducks. What's going on? That guy's trying to walk them off. You got to give that guy credit, though. He is definitely like ushering them out. He's like, okay, come on.
Yeah, and there we go. Once the truth has it, a 6-0 win would also work. It wouldn't have to be 6. 5 would work, right? If we win, we gain a goal back. They would have 2 draws, so they wouldn't gain any. We'd be at 10-goal difference. 5-0 would pull them down 5 and up us 5, and then it would go to goals for, and we're ahead. So 5-0 would work. Fairly certainly.
If we're daring to dream, if Knott's win today, if Knott's flat out get 3 points, are you playing the big boys on this Saturday? Or are we gonna? What do we think?
You have to. You have to, because you got to get the 3 points to be able to line up the title dream, right?
Yep.
So, let's go Knots. Things I've never thought I would say in my life, and it's nice not to have pressure on Knots, because if they don't win, I don't really care. I'll mock them for not being able to help us out, but it's not really a big deal.
On the update for the Ducks, they're trying to get back on the pitch. Duck update. If you're watching, they're trying to get him outside the door.
Well, and that's the issue. You got to have a gate open, guys. Rookie mistake here. And now we've recruited the kids and the photographers. See, if these were Canadian geese, Cobra chickens, you don't do that with Cobra chickens. They'll flat out maul you. These things are scarier than hell. And nobody's scared of Cobra chickens other than Canadians, because we know better. Mirko, how are you? Nice to see you. And just a reminder, we're on two streams, and I think you've dumped this on Twitch, and it might be on Twitter. So wherever you guys are from, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Josh has been pushing. You're getting close to 700. If it'd be nice to get over that by the end of the day. I think I'm like 47 away from 2,000, and so that would be a nice one.
You're crushing. What's it called? You're crushing the. You wanted
I want to catch Chester. I want to catch Chester. And to be frank, I don't even care if it's you that catches Chester before me. I want to be able to say that there is a North American YouTube fan channel that's out there that is bigger than Chester. It's the best way to do it. I'd comment on that, but me and my Dutch were just not so good. So
not so much good.
Not so much good.
Not so much good. Since I've gotten on with you, by the way, my phone is not. My phone for work wise, because obviously it's work day, is not stopped. It's like, please.
I think we're going to be covering for each other all the way through. I've got filings that are due today, and I've left my assistant. I think they're in good stead. But I had a phone call right before the game, because I told her, if you want to call me, you have to call me here. And the phone rang, and it was like, I got to do this and this and this and this. Okay, there you go. So we're good.
And you were like, I just have to do this. And meeting
I'm just going to watch a football game because it's fun. So. Matt House says my wife has a cat that's Dutch. Just saying. And I have a regular called Jan, and he's Korean, and so we get a little bit of Korean back in. And Kim has taken to the Korean translator and started to take things and randomly put stuff into the chat in Korean. So it's good stuff. Chocolate or pretzels? Goofy Splat. See that is that our first poll of the day? I don't think I've set myself up to do a poll, but hold on. Let me bring up I didn't set up what I normally do for patrolling my chat because I didn't think we'd have any rowdies, and if we did, I was going to do it on the restream one because I can control yours and mine for the purposes of clearing out the chat. Chocolate pretzels problem solved. Done deal. Matt Al always with them. And this is the part. Brendan's here, and this is the part that's going to drive Brendan and I nuts, as I hate Jody Jones. The putts. The only person who's ever won a Putts of the Day award from the Red Horde. That's we've given away one all season. I was like, if somebody deserves it because they do really stupid crap that I can't stand, they're going to become Putts of the Day. And I gave one away to Jody, and nobody else has ever deserved one, and that was for their last game with Wrexham, where he was flopping all over the place. So,
would you like Jody Jones? I'll take him next year. I know we talked about this the other night. Anyone that helps us win, he can flop in there and get a goal. I don't care. I mean, Notts County, here, do us a favor. Like tonight, just do us a favor and just give us a little bit of hope. Like believe. I want to put up the believe sign after this for next week. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Honest score predictions.
Oh, jeez. So
you know what?
Everyone knows. Yeah.
It's Stockport County with full health. And we've taken Jatta out in front of McGoldrick, he's only scored one in his last, I think it's 8 or 9. I think it's February 13th is his last goal. He's only got 3 this year. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Stockport win. I don't want it, but that's what I think is going to happen.
That's what you think. I'm going to sound like a brick. Just be honest. I don't do the score prediction, but I would like to see Notts win because I think Notts can win this game. I don't know how, but I think Notts can win this game, and I will eat egg in 2 minutes if they score early. But I think Notts can win this game. I mean, I think it's a pride game for them. For me, that's what I'm thinking. It's a pride game.
And I'm hoping that's the case. They're not really playing for anything, right? Relegation, playoffs, they're done from everything. So it's a straight pride one, but they've been kind of out of it for a while, and they still stuck out 2 wins. We can't get a Jatta hat trick because the man's not in the lineup, or at least not the one that they put up. Yeah. I'm sitting there looking. I'll read them off. I didn't have it. So Ashby Hammond's in goal. In the back line, they're going to have Cameron, Baldwin, which are steady. Brindley's going to be in instead of. I threw away my piece of paper. Macari that's normally in the back with them. Jones on one side, Namani on the other, and then in the midfield, Bostock, Austin, Crowley, and then up front, McGoldrick, not Jatta, and Langstaff. And then I go to their bench because I was like, well, Jatta's going to come in late, surely. And no Jatta. He's not there.
No.
So and then for the starting 11 for Stockport, it's all the regular people except for Oluwafe being gone there, and that's the big shocker there. 20 goals. So that's why I would normally say like it could be a 3-1 win or a bit of a drubbing, but without Oluwafe there and McGoldrick, I'm thinking 2-1.
Do you know? I think like Langstaff. I mean, can he win the Golden Boot? Isn't he chasing the Golden Boot? So maybe he wants
That's the thing. We're 2 goals. Mullen's 2 goals behind him in the tally, right? And so I will take a 1-0 Notts win with Cameron scoring some header off of a corner in a set piece. Perfect.
Some kind of tush push. I don't care. Whatever it happens, that's happening. I think any drop points today is good. Correct. Let's all just We agree. Any drop points.
If the drop points are drop points, yes. Anything but a Stockport win. Stockport wins, they get the title. They draw or they lose, they got to wait another day. And then on Saturday, we still have to win. And here's the crazy scenario. If you do the 2 draws and we do our win and we all get to 88 points, there's still an opportunity that Mansfield can sneak into the title as well. I mean, Mansfield needs the craziest run ever because they have to win out. They've got more goals, 4 goals, like their goal difference is better. They have to win out, and they hope that Stockport and lose out, and Wrexham only win one of their games.
John there, 3-3 Stockport, then clinches at home on Saturday against Accrington. So okay, all right.
So John, that's a fair.
That's fair.
That's a fair one too. And I don't think players think this, but I do think can subjectively sit there when the game goes on is, oh well, we'll just do this at home. So instead of that fire that you're pushing for things, you're like, but we can win this trophy at home and have the pitch invasion and the celebration and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Kim, I get it. The back line, they got to win 5-1 or 5-4. But I want a 1-0 game, or more importantly, I want a Knots game that Langstaff doesn't score a goal in, because every goal he scores, he pushes it away from Mullen being able to catch him for the golden boot. We'll see. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? The top scorer in the league when Mullen's been injured for what was it, 9 games?
9 games, whatever it was. Yeah, he's so good. They were talking about obviously we had the new sponsor, the Gatorade sponsor. Like, who's going to be the first? The Gatorade Paul Mullen commercials coming up ASAP for next year.
Yeah, and the Gatorade's been on the website forever, down on the sponsors, and they never did an announcement. I don't know why the wait for so long or what, but they've been down there before because they were identified back in January, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I wonder, they just must not have paid him a lot of money. I don't know. Did
And then today, the reason why I brought that up, because I'm looking here, they have EFC, they have eBay, they have Kellogg's on the Stockport thing here. They have Sega, which I thought was pretty. I mean, Sega's, you and I are probably about the same age. Old Sega.
2 things. One, I don't know if you know this. We had a guy die in the apartment above us back in November. Like, we've had the worst luck. We had the fire. We had the guy die above us, and then he leaked through. He was unattended for 5 weeks. So he's oozed through the floor, and I'm just listening to them. They're doing the floor. So if you hear construction noise coming from upstairs, that's replacing the floor. I would assume that's what it is. There it is. I don't know. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Oh my!
Perfect timing. No noise all morning, and all of a sudden, as soon as I go live, perfect. The other thing is
hammers. Let's get some hammers too. Just start hammering away too.
I hear things moving and all that sort of fun stuff. If the other thing is, you and I are going to have to match up our streams, because you might be a little bit ahead or a little bit behind, just to make sure that we're at the same time. Once we get this clock up, and we'll figure all that out and time it. And I don't know if you send a message, but I send it out to my peeps all the time. No spoilers. Try and keep with the chat. Would love to hear you celebrating goals if you want to celebrate them. I don't know if people are going to celebrate that heavy for this one, but
I'm kind of along for the ride here, because I have this is like, but I'm following you because I have no control. I'm here. I'm doing my thing with you, and I love it. This is awesome. Like, I'm just
it doesn't matter. We're going up. I don't know what you've been doing. I was talking. I jumped onto your channel yesterday for a moment there with Sheldon and talking about all of the stat stuff. I started to do that last night till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't sleep. So I was like, what am I going to do? And I sat with a spreadsheet open, and I went through. I'm not there yet, but I did this last year where I go through every team that was promoted from League 2 up into League 1, what ended up happening.
Oh, wow.
For the last 20 years. So
wow. Yeah. No, the greatest, by the way, sounds like the dead guy's ghost, Kim. Oh, I can't.
The thing is they haven't worked on the damn thing. I've worked at home a couple days a week the whole time. There hasn't been anything. And of course, hey, let's do a joint thing. And this morning, nothing. It's 11:30 here. Nothing all morning. And as soon as I go live, I'm like, bang, bang. What?
So is it? This is just above you, obviously, right? I mean, they're fixing the floors. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we've had the worst luck. Like when I go through and tell people, like, June 22nd, we had a fire. December 22nd, the scaffolding during the rebuild went down, and they had to stop the rebuild. Right before that, the fire, actually, my youngest, we got COVID the day before he was born, so I got to Zoom my child's birth. And then he spent 12 days in the NICU, and we weren't allowed to go because we had COVID, which I actually appreciated. You know what I mean? As a parent who's got a kid in the NICU, I don't want people walking in with COVID.
Of course.
And then we had, and then we finally get things all settled and everything's good. And then all of a sudden we're like, what's that smell? And it's getting worse. And 3 weeks later, we're like, did somebody die? And they went in, and yeah, that's what happened. And so, and he'd oozed all through the floor. And so it's,
I can't, I'm laughing. If you don't, I feel, like, yeah, I'm laughing at, he oozed all through the floor. I can't. That's so good. But
and no offense to anybody who's had a loved one who's been unattended, because not a pleasure thing. But it's been a run, but we're much better for it. We'll be stronger. All's good. Yeah. Life is wonderful. And
by the way,
if I can take on that crap and still end up doing lives and all that sort of thing and become a partner,
onward.
Nothing stopping.
Onward. There we go. So you do have a ghost. Says William Chow. Chow. Sorry.
Yeah, I very, very well could have a ghost. Sounds like he was in life a very kind-hearted older doctor who was residing in the building, and unfortunately biology ran its course. And yeah. Can I make all good luck now. And Wrexham keeps running, so maybe what they need is my bad luck so that the team can have good luck, because since
well, they always say, like, if you go to Vegas and you're playing cards, or you can't be lucky in love and in cards, or lucky in gambling. Not that I don't gamble, but you can't be, we're all rounders here apparently. Are you watching the
Matthew, how are you? I can hear. I'll tell you that looking at the stadium, I don't know if you've got the same shot that I do because you're watching the Stocks field. If you can just see the pitch or the pitch looks great. But as far as the fans, that Jimmy Cyril stand, it's half full on one end, and there's nobody in the other side. So the Knots can's taking a bit of a day off.
I gotta tell you, the pitch looks beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. And the feet.
The geographical proximity of Notts County to Mansfield is not that significant. And really? Mansfield can't get a pitch going for their life, right?
That's a half pitch.
And this is the best looking pitch of all of the season so far. Last time Wrexham was in League One, and it was in 2005. It has been a while, Osito, an absolute while. Suffering for Wrexham, says Solar, and William taking one for the team.
We got that tattoo right here. Yeah, it says suffering for Wrexham right here. Yeah,
suffering for Wrexham.
It is a pretty pitch. I was going to say, like, too, these guys have better cameras than Wrexham. I don't know why. This looks pure 4K, beautiful stuff right here. But it looks great. I mean, I don't know why we can't look this good. I mean, I did pay $20.
Are we having a moment? Are you having a moment? Are you admitting you're going to miss Knots a little bit?
No, because we're gonna take some.
No, okay. I was trying to distract you. I'm talking about the pitch, man.
No, I'm more upset because I think the picture looks good. This picture looks a lot better than our Wrexham watch alongs that we paid £33 a month for. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there. It's been interesting to see all the different stadiums. I think was it Morecambe or was it Swindon Town, the one that had the one right over top? I was getting vertigo from the angle. That it was straight down, and the cameraman had to go over, and it was blocked by like a pipe on either side, so you couldn't see any corners that were going on. I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Like, come on, we
far stand is.
Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. Okay. So apologies. There's a bit of a delay, so we try not to overlap. So we're on restream here, so I apologize if I pause, but there's a bit of a delay, so I apologize on that.
Yeah, and I didn't set up the scoreboard, so I apologize for that. I've purchased a new graphic card.
Okay.
So the OBS stuff will get pumped up, and should I send out the teaser? I mean, if we don't get it off the ground, we don't get it off the ground. But Josh and I are working on a project, and I've been working away at that. And so we've got some magic in the hopper that maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month-ish from now, we'll be able to announce. As I've got guys walking out on the pitch, Knots in their traditional black and white, Stockport in their traditional blues.
You're ahead of me.
Madden up front, the captain. He's just a bulldog. You look at players that you respect around the league. Opposite of Jody Jones, Madden for Stockport. Is it Madden? Do I have the right name? I'm just going from memory. I hope to get it wrong. Madden, the captain, number 9.
I got it up live. Hold on. Come on, baby. Come on. Sorry, I don't know their website. I have the team up right now. The Knots team up right now. Nick's right. Why are there 4K cameras and not 1080p? I mean, let's do the 4K, baby. What's going on?
And even worse, Matt L says they're 800.
Oh, jeez, they're 800. That ain't good. What do you have? I have a Stockport. Yeah, Stockport right now.
We can't. Kieran's not here. We don't have to give Newport County any love, do we, Alex? I mean,
I think we got to give K-Ron some love just because we love K-Ron, right?
Fair.
Right.
So,
but
Rodney Parade, I don't recall the Newport game looking at the pitch and being that amazed. And maybe it's just change of the season, and away we go. But it is where it is.
Do you have the football scores? I have all the football scores. By the way, there's other games going on too. Oh, there's a Flair 2-year ban. Flair 2-year ban. Get out. Barney's not going to be able to play football for 2 years because he held a Flair.
Would I ever get a Wrexham tattoo? I don't have any tattoos. If I was to get a Wrexham tattoo, and I grew up in Saskatchewan, the wheat fields. I now live in Vancouver, the mountains. I lived in Korea for 5 years, and I can speak some Korean. I'm blocking the scoreboard. I am, and I tried to bring it in another way, and it just doesn't work. Where's
the scoreboard's up top? We can't.
I put a scoreboard and I made it. And do I want to go into Canva and redo it? It's the one thing I don't like about Restream, and I assume it's the same for StreamYard, is getting a scoreboard in. You've got to do a separate graphic and draw it in. And did I build an overlay for this? No, I didn't have time. I was just like, we'll put it together and we'll have some fun chatting about it. My other one, OBS, I have all sorts of bells and whistles. It's a different process.
We'll be doing it this summer for sure. I got McGoldrick standing over. He just kicked off.
Oh, you're way ahead of me. You might have to hit the pause button on yours because I'm still waiting on my end for everything to get started. So I'll tell you when we get there.
Let me know.
You're 10 seconds in?
And yeah, give me no.
I'm still waiting for kickoff on my end. I'll hit the live button just to make sure. Oh, I got it on pause. I hit the live button and I jumped ahead a little bit. So I'm at 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11.
All right, 15. 26. Let me know when you hit 26.
Yeah. 20 seconds. We're just matching up here so that him and I are watching the exact same thing and it doesn't turn into a show. 23, 24, 25, 26. And it's Notts County on the left-hand side, blowing things up. That's going to be Cameron over there.
I got a little chalk on his boots right there. It goes back. That's where I'm at. 20, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Right?
Yeah, I'm with you. And I maybe I do. I mean, it's the nice thing is with you being here is you can cover a little bit of the chat. I might just go over and move the scoreboard around and see what I can do. I've got enough on the left-hand side. I can come up with a little creative piece here. So feel free to lead the chat here. I'm going to shrink this in and see if I can get a little tiny scoreboard in the corner.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that, and I will bring chat up on here because there we go. I will do that. Okay.
And are you able to control the chat?
I know because I don't have the keys. I don't have the keys, but I mean, I can read it off the side here. Yeah. But if you put it up, I'll read them. It's all good. People realize that Wrexham will probably finish mid-table next year. Okay. Yeah, I get it. The expectations of people who watch Welcome to Wrexham is so high. They can do this every year. No, I think there's going to be a reset, and I think there's going to be an understanding. I think that yes, we want to win, but I think there's going to be an understanding next year. But hey, dare to dream, baby, dare to dream, Shaun.
I will take. Let's be fair. I'll take 20th. 20th keeps us in the league. I mean, I think we're probably closer to mid-table. I don't know if playoffs is going to be in the wind, but I think we're okay.
I would understand, like, we don't know what's going to happen in the summer. So, like, we're going to have a long summer. We'll be doing, shows talking about it. And I know you and I will talk to the summer. We'll be doing it's going to be a deep dive to the summer. So we can't get there yet. So here's the deal. By the way, Notts County are going short. By the way, they're trying to play out the back and then they boot the ball. But we're going to pick those bones out of it all summer. So those are going to be great conversations. So we don't know exactly what we're going to look for. Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if this is still what we anticipate every Notts game to be. Is it's going to be all about their possession in the back and pushing the ball forward and hoping they can make something happen. And Stockport on the counterattack. And with the back line, they just taking advantage of mistakes. That's what happens, right? Mansfield's already up 1-0.
So yeah, there's other games going on. Yeah, thanks for that, everybody. Too like Shaun and I are. I said it first time we're doing one together, which is awesome. Like it's a lot of fun. So we're appreciate everyone's support. We're kind of figuring it out as we go, which is the fun part, right? You can't always be perfect. You got to start somewhere.
Mass chaos is always a beautiful thing.
Mansfield won it. Okay, that's from Osito. Yeah, just everyone. Just put it out there too. Everyone, just be kind in the chat to everybody. We're all very supportive and everything like that. So just like I said, we don't have mods, so it's just Ryan and I. So yeah, just want to point that out there too.
Stockport finally gets some possession over here, possession on the right-hand side and building up through the right. And see, this is the problem: is every time they come forward, Stockport's going to have a chance every single time. And I think that go out for a goal kick, or was that off for a corner? It looks like it's going to be a corner for me on the right-hand side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you that they do have 4K cameras, and I'm a little pissed off that we don't have 4K cameras. They definitely have 4K. Like, I'm not going to shove about it. I don't like it. Why do they have better cameras than we do? Come on.
It's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So left-footed in swinger from the right-hand side here, about to come. Lots of people up in the box.
Mm-hmm. I want to see. Thank God those Ducks left at this point, because they'd be right there.
They'd be right there. Served up, flat ball, still dangerous. Touched, and that was there for Nick Powell, and he's the potential replacement for their top goal scorer, Oluwafe. So that wasn't really that threatening. I think he could have done more with that myself.
So I know a little bit. Nick Powell played for Manchester United. He came up through their academy. He's a baller. He's a big lad. So I could see why they're doing well. He was injured for half the season, correct?
He frequently gets injured. Was Nick Powell with us, or was he the potential signing that we were going to have? And
Savage. Still a possibility. Mansfield clinches with a win. They could. I mean, Mansfield is a good side. They're a really good side. Andy Stadinsky says 4K protest. Yeah, get into it. 4K protest. Why not?
Well, it will be interesting. Are we a year away or 2 years away from Sean Harvey's discussion about finding out what happens with iFollow and whether we go free to air?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Next season in the US, and that would be interesting to see what happens.
Well, for us, because we do the watch-alongs, we don't. I think ESPN has some kind of deal. Like, obviously, we do every show, we do every game. So I'm thinking, like, if it's on ESPN, they don't show them all. But I'd love a package for everybody. I think we talk about it a lot in the Discord and everything. But like, I love a package for the whole league. But I understand. I mean, that's probably. I'll pay $100. I don't care. For everything, it's better than. But they're getting $33 a month on just iFollow alone for Wrexham. I mean, it's a lot.
Hard to turn away. I mean, the question is how many people are going to buy jerseys, and can you offset the merchandise sales and the opportunity for people to go over and just the mass mob of attention, sponsorship dollars, and everything? Having your sponsors broadcast to more eyeballs gets you more money. So they'll know the market and all that sort of stuff. Whatever works. The thing I don't like about the system is, as you said, you've got to have a million different emails, and you've got to pay the clubs directly to be able to get it. There's no league-wide thing. And the other thing is we'll be on ESPN. Oh, see, there's another giveaway. Oh, and he gave away a foul. Said he was tugging on his jersey. Did you see a tug there?
I did see a bit of a tug. By the way, wants Truth 365. Sean, he's working on adjusting our images. Working on it right now. Just so you know. And then Matt Ellis's touchdown, obviously. So they're trying to play out the back. I haven't watched much Knots. Have you seen them?
Heavy possession, lots of kick around the center back, and they'll come up through the midfield, and they're happy just to eat. Like, they're the highest possession team in the league. They own the ball, and they have got the crappiest defense in the league. The first time, I think, in since the 20s that a team in the EFL is going to lead the league potentially in goals for and in goals against in the same season. And that kind of puts it into perspective as to where they're at with things. I'm just going to check. I think that will work. I will download it and see what happens.
So Hugh says, I heard iFollow and will end next year as Sky TV is taking over coverage. Yeah.
Not for international.
Yeah, I mean, not for international.
Not for international. Domestically, Sky Sports is picking up games, and it means, it doesn't affect anybody in the US or in the UK because every game's got a 3 p.m. blackout. So they're just not going to be available. Sky Sports picking up more games means there will be more games on ESPN Plus or Sportsnet in Canada or whoever you're with.
Yep.
As just Knots is finally moving forward, so I just want to see what ends up happening here as they're building up over through the right hand side, and nice little dance into the 18-yard box and looking for a cross. That's boss. That's not boss stock. He's around. Here comes the cross into the box. Just misses. Langstaff has it on his boot. He's just smiling sheepishly. He knows he dropped the ball on that one.
My comment. So you have the other. I have the Stockport. He goes, "It's dreadful from Langstaff." I'm like, I have the Stockport guy. Oh my days.
Nemane right does all the work, gets it right into the middle of the box, and just off the right of his foot to the right of the goal. Nothing there.
You gotta love sports. I love it. That kid's pretty good. Number 11, Nemane,
yeah. It's Nemane. Their wingers are exceptional. I will give them that. And to be fair, up front, they're great too. It's just their back line is just absolutely atrocious.
We having a ref issue here. Also, why is he wearing orange? Ref is taking out the mic. He's trying to battle his hairy arms. He's got to change his microphone out. He's having a
So I've made a scoreboard, but we're not visible.
Are we even needed at this point?
Because I put it in an overlay, not in the background. So give me a second here as I.
Again, working with the Kings. First time we're doing it. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. You got to start somewhere. It's always good. And yeah.
This is why I don't use Restream for my own watch-alongs on my shows, because it's cumbersome to move things around. Walsall, W&G, there with the scores. Thanks for doing this. W&G always there, updating the scores throughout my watch-alongs, and he's back for this one. So great stuff. And now we've got a scoreboard up. 10 minutes in, the referee just getting adjusted, and Nemane has it on the right-hand side to throw this in.
Give it to Shaun, baby. That's working behind the scenes while you're working. I love it. Two things at once, man. That's how you got to do it. It's live TV. Yeah. You put up a scoreboard, and I pay for the game twice. That's awesome. Oh, what are you doing, son? Perfect.
And now he's looking for the ball, and he runs to the goal. That was the weirdest robotic move ever from Ashby Hammond. Is he's trying to dribble the ball. Their back line, their goalkeeping, they make mistakes. They're just mistake prone. And Ashby Hammond allows the Stockport player to come up and challenge him. It gets knocked out behind the goal line. And what's he do? He doesn't go get the ball. He instinctively runs to the goal and stands there and goes, "Oh yeah, the ball." Not dialed in.
Oh my days. It's just, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna have a 4K protest. I'm gonna have to call Rob or Ryan. Like, you work in film. These guys have better 4K cameras. We better sort this out because it looks very pretty.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Yep.
Stockport trying to add a press up. It's now sitting with Jody Jones, the assist man. Burns by 2. He's got one guy over on the left. Here comes a cross. No, he takes a long shot. That was kind of was that a shot? Was that a cross? Was that a miss?
He'll say it was a cross, but it was probably a shot. Right?
Whatever it was, it wasn't effective.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, between two minds, for sure. I just use a Chrome browser on my computer, says John Hampton. Yeah, yep. They're the browsers. There's nobody there, by the way. There's nobody at this game. It's a big game. It really is actually kind of a big game. Shaun,
I'm a barrister wants the truth. So when I'm not in court, I spend my time on the internet.
Yeah. Very professional, right?
Well, thanks. I see. I follow Season Pass, and then you do that. But it won't be every game on ESPN Plus, and that's going to be the kicker, right? Or at least as it's happened traditionally, Sky Sports or whoever's broadcasting picks up the game, and they're going to pick up more. Then it's on ESPN or Sportsnet, and it's on that channel. If they don't, then you have to pick up on iFollow. So you've got to pay for both subscriptions anyway. Whatever, we'll have access to it. It's all great.
Yeah, you and I have to pay for that. The sync for Nick Donnellan, real quick. I see that coming in. Sorry to cut you off. I apologize. So we're at 12:31, 12:32, 3, 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Nick, let us know. Anyone else out there? Yeah. That's where we're at. Just let us know.
And that's where I'm at as well. And I'll try to remember that I don't have the clock running up above. So,
yeah.
My wife said I'm like OBS. Sorry, OBS. I misheard her. Lots of play. Just Josh and I aren't ignoring the game, but unless you want to hear the center backs passing back and forth to each other, as Madden. If I had to pick a player on the pitch who I respect the most, both sides, it's Mr. Madden. Just a little buzzsaw, working his butt off up front.
Who's the guy?
And the number 2 is the who you want to watch, Horsfall, because you were talking about he made the EFL team of the year.
Yeah.
The EFL League 2's team of the year. That's number 2 for Stockport.
Mm-hmm.
So
is that kind of like McGinn's kind of a midfielder, but you like those like head down guys, go in there, ball out. Side note, by the way, Barcelona, PSG, and Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid about to kick off in the Champions League. I got an eye on that up top above me here. So, not that it really matters to what we're talking about here, but we always, the football is on, and we'll do it. What do you think about goals?
It's kind of what That's kind of what I don't want. Wants the truth is a Langstaff hat trick. I want a Knots win with 0 goals from Langstaff because I want Mullen to have a chance to reel him in over the next 2 games. I think that could be a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah.
Knots have gone pear-shaped in the last few months, but they don't look crap. You know what I mean? Like they try to play football, like you said,
But they've got great forwards. They've got great mids. And they have the absolute worst back line and goalkeeper around. And so it's got to be frustrating. And that's why some people say Williams put that high press up was because he was trying to shelter the back line. Knots fans disagree with me. They say it's the formation that they play. I don't know. You watch if you ever want to see bad defending at its worst, go to the Shrewsbury Notts County FA Cup highlights, and the goals that happen there are jet. Come on. That's if I was playing football.
So when it's like June 17th, so when it's like June 17th, and I want to put a show out, and you want to do like the Benny Hill theme, put that out, right? We're trying to get through the summer. That's what we're gonna do.
Can I add the Mansfield score as well? You're really testing me here. I can. It's just it's so much easier on my other format. I can.
I'll get you there, Hugh. If Stockport get 1 point from 2 games, they come to us. We beat them and get 88. They will have 87. Wrexham need to beat Crewe on Saturday too. Yes, absolutely. No, we're gonna dream. We're gonna see how this game goes, I think, and then we'll start to dream. But the scenarios are incredible.
We need 4 things to win the title. Oh, here we go. We've got coming forward on the left-hand side, a letdown. Bostock trying to get out and almost an own goal. But it wasn't.
But it wasn't, baby.
Ball was played in, and I'm trying to figure out who that was. That wasn't Cameron number 4. That was Baldwin coming back trying to cover up. And the centering pass comes in, and he gets it. And he missed his goal by, what, a foot and a half?
Foot and a half. Oh, definitely.
Corner on the left-hand side. I'll let you take it while I put together the Mansfield score.
Yeah, in-swinger here. Crowd in the box. By the way, the side pitch looks like Hasselhoff area, but it's going to be an in-swinger here. Goalkeeper. No one's rushing the keeper. Keeper comes for it, punches it away. Nice job. So I was going to bring up the keeper, Ashby here. He seems to have a bit of confidence. 23 years old. Seems to have a bit of confidence. Reminds me a little bit of here we go. In the box. Cleared away. Nice job. Yes. They do not boot the ball long for Notts County. They really
never.
No.
Yeah, never. They're
the
good at that, and they have to be. They can't give up possession because every time they give up possession, you see what happens here. Stockport at it again, 35 yards out. Madden over on the left-hand side draws it over to Bristow, who cross into the box and just constantly threatening. They have to have the ball or they lose the game. That's how Notts is.
You like number 9. You like
love Madden. I think that Madden has a lot of range in League One? No.
34.
He's
34.
But I like him as a player? Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about Jody Jones on your team. Would you take him? Yes. Even though I hate him. Madden, I love him. Do I want him on Wrexham? No. I'm not really that sold.
Yeah. I mean,
woodwork. Cross came in right to the middle of the pitch, right to the middle of the box. Horsfall there gets up and heads it, and Stockport still all over Notts. And finally, it's controlled. And that's why Notts has to just eat the ball and settle it down. And you can see him slowing it down. Here it is. Notts are at 96. Kim with the highlights. She knows how this works. Notts are at 96% passing. They're doomed, which is true.
The better passing rate, like they need to be at like 20, and then it's like, at least they'll win the match. but it is a home game, so I'm I don't know. This keeper for 23 years old, he's very, very. He reminds me of Pickford a bit. Super confident. I call him short arms, but for Pickford, but he's very, very confident with the ball back there for Notts County. Very interesting. Who's this kid number 6? Horsefall? That's the kid that was
Horsefall. That's the kid who won the EFL League. Yeah, League 2 Team of the Year.
Fraser. Yeah, so he is just a little. He's 27, good age, 6'3", 181 pounds. He's a big lad. I like. Okay, good. He looked very confident back there. Very, very confident. I got the games up here, by the way, too. These games are going to be good.
Yeah, I'm only going to worry about the one. W&G will have us covered. The scores will get updated into the chat as they come in. Notts County, McGoldrick with it just outside 20 yards outside the box, gets it over and it's stripped. And McGoldrick gets it back, but knocks it too far. Stockport looking to try to clear this out. Powell clears it out. Madden in the middle to settle things down, and that's just kind of what he does. He's a Cannon Lee hybrid.
But balder.
But old.
Nope. Yeah. McGoldrick I know because on EAFC he has his face scanned. That's a big deal. There haven't been any updates on League 2 at the moment. I don't think there's any scores. That's why. I mean, I can bring up Flash Score too while you do that.
Yeah, no, W&G has that covered. Love the man for doing it and helping out, and he enjoys doing it. So Namane on the right-hand side, he's got opportunities, but he's going to hold, draws to the center of the pitch. Sam Austin back to Namani inside the penalty area, and it's deflected. Oh, that was an awkward one because it kind of bounced off the head. Mm-hmm. It was slow, but it bounced off the head of the defender there, and the keeper had to make a lunging stop.
Get your popcorn out tonight. By the way, they have good. Okay, I'm so mad. They have good replays. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Yeah, they update. I hear a little bit.
You're complaining about the replays?
I'm just a little. I'm not
jealous. Envy.
I'm a little
jealous.
Sorry. Kick me out. I'm just a little jealous. I think they're doing pretty good. I'm looking, working out the production value. Just saying.
Oh, Lord.
So I got the scores up for the League 2 scores here too. Walsall 1.
I'm gonna put the Mansfield one up, but yeah, go ahead and read them out.
Yeah, Walsall 1, Swindon 0, Stockport 0. Obviously, the start game. Mansfield 1, Accrington Stanley, Crawley, Barrow 0, Colchester 1, Grimsby 0. So, yeah. So it's not not that much scoring. Look at the back. They're coming out the back here. Really, they're very confident for a team that is absolutely taking a dump. By the way, Notts County.
Oh, it's not because they don't have the players. It's literally. I mean, they're the highest scoring team in League 2. They're also the team that gives away the most goals in League 2. They're a train wreck and an absolute juggernaut at the same time.
Yeah. It's like, why? Who are you? It's like having a I don't want to make that a comparison. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I pulled back.
Doncaster not playing today, right?
No, they're not playing today.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm hoping they can sneak into the playoffs. My only the thing that I want the most, and I'm completely selfish, is I would love to have Donny move up, Sheffield and Rotherham coming down. Then I have South Yorkshire teams all over the place. I'll be hopefully sneaking my way over to take those games in.
I mean, Rotherham are definitely down. I mean, I started looking at some of the teams. Some big teams. There's some big teams that are going to be in the league with us. And then just think about who's coming down from the championship. Oh, good ball over the top, left side here. Come on, beat it in the box. Nope. Oh, take it off his toe. That's terrible. Just a sink for everyone. 22, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yeah. Kim says, Accrington players ready to travel, reading travel brochures on the bench, not a good sign. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm with Solar. Doncaster deserves a place in the playoffs after the run that they've had.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And I will take that opportunity for them to get there. Plus, I'm just greedy. I want as much fun as I can have, and that would be fun.
Wants Truth 365, Jekyll and Hyde of EFL 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right. Speaking about yeah. Kim says the last and only team to lead the league in goals and scored goals against was in 1937. Wow. What team was that, Kim? Good stat, by the way. Good stat. By the way, I just want to give Shaun his flowers. Building in the background too while on the show. Just want to put that there. Notice that.
And getting it all wrong. I got the score up there the wrong way. I'll get that one fixed, and we'll figure this out as we pull through. And I'm going to pull up the scoreboard here.
John says
we will get this all figured out eventually.
Yeah.
See, Horsfall with it just in the back. Stockport looking to move things forward, still with Horsfall over to the right hand side and all the way back to Hinchliffe.
Yeah.
So it's center back build up versus center back build up. We're sitting at 24 minutes and 36 seconds, so lots of time left. We've still got 20 minutes plus added time to worry about here.
They're definitely competing. It's not full blooded, but they're definitely competing. You know, people are trying. I mean, listen, Stockport can win the league tonight.
Long ball. Is he onside? Can he possibly be onside? That took a long time for that to go up. There.
Thank God he's not, because he just booted that, and that didn't even make the corner flag.
Well, I think he knew. I think he knew.
He'll say he knew. It's like when you miss and you put one out. Yeah. I mean, he's probably pissed. He looked a little pissed. Who's that number 10? Is who was that?
So I don't know if no spoilers in the chat. If you throw the spoilers up, and if there is something that comes forward, then
I'm
yeah. Kyle Wooden up to Madden with it, and it's in.
Shit.
I like him, but I don't like him. And I don't throw the spoilers out. Throw them out again, and I end up giving you the boots. And why does? Oh, I see. Because every time I got to show the highlights. I got to keep the comments on, or else I lose the scoreboard.
Right. I just shut down my flash score. I just saw it go up for like about 2 seconds before it went up. I'm like, yeah. So I cut down flash score. So we'll keep it on for you guys. I'm done. No flash score. Want to keep it live. Oh man, this is ugly, huh? This is what you were talking about. Just bad. Well, it's foul.
This is who Notts County is. They can score the goal, but that was just how many times the Notts broadcaster. How many times have we seen that happen? Baldwin goes by, stumbles, it's picked up. There's one quick pass over to Madden, he's got a scramble. He's got one guy to beat. I believe it was Cameron. He drags it over to the left, slides it by the keeper. Easy pickings. Thank you for the free ball, Baldwin. And Baldwin and Cameron have been their two defenders who have had all of their minutes. They've swapped between Brindley and Macari. I believe it's Macari on a regular basis, and just that's Notts County personified for the year. Is just they can't keep the ball out of the net.
Oh God, sloppy says that. Yeah, sloppy. I mean, oh man, come on, dare to dream. No after 90 tonight. We're just doing the show, and then no after 90. We don't want to suffer through celebrating Stockport if they go up. Oh man, but both teams, I gotta say, other than that slip, both teams look confident. Barcelona are up 1-0. Who scored? Wow.
I just noticed something that might help my OBS and that I'm going to play with after the match.
OBS is the way to go. It's so much stronger.
If you can do it and you've got the capacity, it makes sense to do it. And yeah, like John said, smash the like button. I apologize. I'm not used to updating the scoreboard. It'll take a time to get there. Yeah. It is Stockport that scored in Madden. On a horrible giveaway by Brindley, and Madden draws another one there on the call that a flop.
Yeah, a professional flop. Do you think Stockport going to sit back or no? He slipped again, by the way. He slipped again. Same guy slipped again. Number
No,
7
I don't
is,
think that.
Is that Carly?
Number 7?
Yeah. Is that the guy that slipped?
No, that's Crowley, but that wasn't him. It was Baldwin in the first instance.
County free kick. Gonna put it in. Right swinger. Back stick.
And
clear away. Nice.
Bostock with the absolute horrible coverage on the wrong side. You're supposed to be goal side on your defender, and look at Bostock and how far he's 2 feet back, and all he can do is get his feet up to push. He just got completely beat on that far post, and he's lucky that cross didn't find anybody, and instead it goes out for another corner. I don't know a lot about football defending. Goal side shaded towards your man. Yeah. That's what Ivan can clarify that for me. But I'll tell you what, when you get beat by 2 feet the wrong way, you're in trouble. Madden heads it down, and forces the save. Nice. It's all Stockport.
It is all Stockport. Come on, Notts County, wake up, man, wake up. Don't be on the beach yet. Let's go. Don't be sunning your nuts. Come on. Notts County should respect us that we went on the league still. So do us a job here, you know?
I'm sure they're thinking about Wrexham right now. Positive of it.
Yeah. They're like, I think about Paul Mullen right now. Yeah.
I just want to make sure he gets it up there. Hey, no problem once. For setting up the scoreboard and all the madness that happened, whether you're on the Local Pundit or you're on the Red Horde, hit the subscribe button down below, smash the like button. And if you want to at the halftime, swap channels, hit the subscribe button on the both, and then go back.
Yeah.
We're going to be here.
We're going to be here. We will be here. This is fun. This is really good stuff. I'm excited about it.
Kim noticing they're trying to put the boots to them, and
what she said.
Madden goes down, had it on, and Ashby was able to make that on the replay. And so back with Horsefall here as they look to build up from the back.
This kid just controls the back.
The banging noise, I apologize for. They're renovating the floor because I had a guy die in the apartment above us and he oozed through the flooring. And they decided to do it today. So I can't do it. Do I remember you, Peter? I don't know if that's for you or me, Josh.
I don't think it's for I saw that. I was going to read it. Sean, I was going to read it. I was like, I think that one's for you, brother. It's like when you answer the phone, you're on stage. Like, hello? That's for you.
It's on my channel, not on yours. So I apologize. I don't.
Subscribe button at half price, but yeah, it's like when you're like on stage and the phone rings, like, hello, yeah, that's I have them deal with it. Like, who's that?
I'm not touching that one. Still with Horsefall, like every time I look at the screen, Horsefall's got it. Although now we're building up Stockport up through the back right hand side. Powell with it gets it forward, cleared out by Jones, who's there in defense, and it'll be a throw in from 35 yards out.
I mean, the Stockport are getting, they're just kind of, turning the screw here a little bit, I just hope that Notts County have just a little bit. I'm not hopeful yet. We'll see if there's something of it. If Langstaff scored that goal, we'd be talking a different story here at this point, obviously. In the box.
Stockport into it, cross in front, blocked down on the little back heel attempt there, and it's down again for another shot. That was Wooten trying to get that with a little back heel, and there it is, blocked, and it's going to go out there screaming handball. And it's given.
Oh, fuck.
Handball. We're going to have a pen here, and that's going to be, I don't even know who's going to take it. Yellow card given. Just swarmed.
Yeah, yellow card for him, too. Who is that? No, come on.
Crowley was the one who got it. Wooten with the back heel. Then it came out again, 18-yard box, hammered through, and that was on. Yeah, I don't really. That was. There's the handball, but I don't know what can he do in that situation. It literally hit him in the chest, and his hands were there. Like I'm with him actually on that one. I think that so Madden's going to take it, but I actually think he had his hands like this. It was shot at him, and he's like this. It hit his hands. But what do you do?
What do you do?
I can't give with it. Scores.
2-0. He's very confident goal there, but that's not a handball for me.
Not a handball for me either, but it is League 2 refereeing, and it gets slightly better as we go up.
Yeah.
Slightly.
And
we'll see. I mean, if there's a team that comes back, Notts can go ahead and do it. A question that I have, though, and the nice thing about if Stockport secures and wins the championship right now, for the next 2 games, we can run out our young guys.
Yeah.
Get them some experience. Some of the guys from the academy, pull them up and throw them in. Like, why? We have a 21 roster, I guess.
Yeah.
A 22-man roster. But it'd be nice to be able to put some people in the lineup if we can. I'm going to have to check the rules on what you can do with your roster and being able to get guys up.
That is just not a handball for me. I mean, even going back to, it's just not a handball.
It's not a handball.
No, I mean, not yeah, just you're not new not Scrooty fan. Love it. Dakota Mike says, assuming Wrexham beat Crewe, then we just need Stockport to drop points here or at Accrington Stanley. That would lead to an amazing final match to decide. Right now we're chasing a dream. Right now we're chasing a dream. Which is all.
Why did I bury the guy upstairs? So 93-year-old guy on October 22nd, they think, passed away. He wasn't found until November 25th. And I now know what death smells like, and I know what it tastes like, because I was waking up every morning for the last 3 days being like, what is this god-awful taste? Like, what is this smell? And we thought it was garbage. We thought it was plumbing. We thought it was mold. We had everybody pull in, and they did what they did. And so anyway, they're renovating. It's been like a month and a half, or November 25th. It's been 5 months. And today's the day they decided to do the flooring.
Well, yeah, because it had to be.
Oh, here we go again. Just swarming to Stockport.
I just don't want them to fold. Just give us something. You know what I mean? Just don't fold.
Yeah, make this entertaining.
Yeah, because
by the time I update, every time I update the score, somebody scores. Like, I'm spending more time looking at Canva to try and update the scoreboard than I am the actual game.
Yeah, I bet.
Lemonade Evans gets it on over.
So nice.
18 yards, looking for a cross into the box, headed away.
I when I was alone, when I started doing this, and by the way, I was alone, Sean. Sorry, I'll do this.
That should have been 3-0. It should have been 3-0. Crossed along the box, not able to clear. Namani with it. Namani, the only guy who's shown up today, taking on two guys, and he's going to get a yellow card on a professional foul.
Yeah, who's
trying to break free and just too much holding.
Yeah, he's solid, man. He's got low center of gravity, really powerful. Kept battling two players up. It could have been 3 right here.
I would take Namani over. Well, would I over Barney though?
Is he? What's his? Where does he play?
He's the right wing back. Like he's Barney Bolton.
He's Barney Bolton.
I'm good.
Oh, I think
Jones over McLean. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him. How old is he? Where is he here? What's his? Oh, I'm on the wrong team.
I think we're signing Arthur. League One. If you put yourself into Arthur Ogonquo's shoes, yes, I guess Arsenal said no. You're going to get either a low prem team, but you're going to be a backup on a low prem team. Maybe you can find some championship stuff. He has an opportunity to play every day. He knows he's got the spot every day to play with a League One at a League One game. He's 22. Sign a 2-year, run your show. The club might want to make it 3 with the hopes that if he does play really well, then they can sell him off on a transfer and get some money on the last year. We'll see where it's going. You can't see Wrexham losing now. Barrow's up 1-0. In stories that don't matter to anybody, with Mansfield up, they'll close the door. And I guess Barrow being up only affects Doncaster, who's trying to chase everybody in the pile, right?
Well, that just affects you and me for watching when we watch the playoffs here. On the AO thing, I watch it. I'm honest. Oh, hey, Jody, come on.
Jody Jones cross into the box, headed away, not threatening Jones. He's had 2 crosses and neither have looked very good.
No,
I should say crossing.
One was a shot, right? On the AO thing, I just want to touch on that real quick. He seems like a level-headed kid. He's 22, like you say. I go on his Twitch a lot. He's living there. I think he's going to stay. I think with the guys putting out signed a contract. I think if you're putting that out in public. I don't know if you saw that on. Oh, go on.
Sam Austin entered, cleared away. See, it's amazing when you see good center backs like this. Yeah. That just looks easy, right? It just looks easy. It's everything that Knots can't do. Like they just twist their own feet up. Yeah. I didn't actually bring up the FOTMob stats for this one, but I can pull those up for you. So just give me a second here, and I will.
I think. By the way, I would like Okonkwo to get better with his feet, though. Don't expect him to play from the back, which is something. He's 22. He's going to grow.
He's 22. Matthew, thanks for the donation there, and then John gets to be the benefactor, so everybody wins.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
Well done. John puts enough work in. He deserved a membership gift. There you go. Nice.
I agree.
Well done, John. Well done. Who put it in there?
And I'll say this, and it works for both channels because you've got memberships up, is if you want to gift memberships, you have to be a member. But 2, on the chat, there's a 3 bullets up on the top of the board. You can click there and it should allow you to turn on gift memberships on. Or if a gift is given, you can hit the little present and you can turn gift memberships on. Once you do that, if somebody wants to donate one, then they can do that. And the donations are for one time only. They're not reoccurring every month. So if somebody just says right now, I've got $10 in my pocket and I want to give it away, $5, $3 on your channel, $1 on mine, fire it out there and give people the opportunity for their badge and emojis if they come and all that sort of stuff. So good stuff.
We got, it's all good. It's really cool to see all of it grow. I think the last couple of weeks have been really fun for the Red Horde and Pundit, and I think it's been a lot of good stuff. And there's a lot of this. I say this in a
Madden with it nicks it on another bad clearance and it goes forward and it's in the back of the net. Just a brutal giveaway in the midfield by Knots. They had complete control in their center backs and they end up just popping it over and Madden grabs it and says, "Thank you very much. I'll take 2 freebies from you putzes."
Sure. Halftime hat trick. I mean, Christ. That was deflected? Who did it deflect off? Yeah. Oh, man.
I would say if you're a Knots fan, it would have to be painful to be a Knots fan. So it's headed forward. It's knocked back. We get control. Oh, we didn't get control of it right there. Sorry. I thought that was a midfield giveaway. That was actually a nice pass in the midfield.
Deflected off Pie. No, off Baldwin. Baldwin, sorry. He doesn't look very big. Not that he needs to be.
No, he's not. He's just a little buzzsaw. He's like Connor Garland or Brad Marchand. He's Brad Marchand of the Boston Bruins if you're a hockey fan. He's just this stout little guy who just runs around and tanks over top of everybody. And now I'll let you guys can stop scoring, please, because all I'm doing is
all you do is
about being a 9-0 game. I'm going to be exhausted.
I mean, oh God. Well, I mean, listen, their tails are up. They're going into this match. They can win the league. At this point right now, I think you and I both agree. If nothing changes, I'm resting Mulls. I'm resting everybody. I'm starting a new team on Saturday for us. It's no point.
Yeah, I'd have to look up the rules again as far as the 22-man roster, and I think you're allowed to bring people up from your B squad. Oh, Wooten just goes down. He's injured. That's away from the ball. That was no contact.
Oh no, he's getting. I missed it. Booted out. Yeah, that's sporting. That's very sporting.
That took a long time for Knots to kick that out. And the one player gave it to their captain to say, "Hey, captain, what do you want to do about it?" He went down that's a legitimate injury. That's not a step on. He got dragged a little bit there, and he may have tweaked the groin.
Yeah, that's a tight one there. Oh my days. Yeah, that's not.
They're saying on my broadcast slipped. I'm sure the Stockport broadcast they're saying he caught his heel. But in any event, they've whether he went down awkwardly, he stretched it out, and then it took about 5 to 10 seconds for Knots to figure out whether they were going to clear the ball out. As the referee's sitting there, and Madden, the captain for Stockport's being like, "Look, he's injured, he's down," and so the Knots player passes it back to their captain, and he has to make the decision, and he stands and waits for 3-4 seconds while he waits it, and then is like, "Fine, I'll thump it out." So Madden throws it in. They're gonna give it back.
Yeah, he seems.
And knowing how, it seems to be okay. Knowing how Knots works, I was expecting that pass back to the keeper from Stockport to go in the back of the net.
Yeah, just Ole. Yep, Ole. Yep. Just a brief update. 1-0 Barcelona are up against Paris. 27 minutes in. And Barcelona going ahead, going through beating Paris, and then 0-0 in the Dortmund Atletico Madrid game. So
perfect. Knots moving forward. Long shot hits a deflection. Asks the question of Hinchliffe, and he has the answer. So that's that. 2 minutes away from finding out what added time we have. Probably 3 minutes. I'm assuming going to be the story.
You say what? 3, 2, 3. Langstaff could be.
And yeah, we do have the women's match. Is that May 5th?
Yeah. If Rob and Ryan are in for Stockport, do you still play the subs? Rob and Ryan, I know we overheard, and on our channel this weekend, we overheard that Rob will be at the Stockport. Oh, shot! Oh! Rob will be at the match against Stockport on the 27th. We overheard that. Yep. His dad said it. So he'll be there. Ryan, not sure. I think Ryan's in Canada. I'm doing whatever he's doing, but do we play anybody? I don't think you play the best players for that.
Thanks, John. May 5th for the women. So that's another game that we can look forward to as well, with women playing in the Welsh final, Welsh Cup final against Cardiff City at Rodney Parade in Newport.
Ooh, that's dicey. Welshie Chrissy says Balls was it? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Stockport had an opportunity there, went away. So
apologies. I was. If Mulls wasn't injured at the beginning of the season, we would probably have won the league. Hard to say.
Maybe. Butterfly effect, right? You never know what's going to happen. Maybe Lee doesn't come out and assert himself in the first part of the season like he did in this one because he wasn't called on, right? But I'll strap up. Who knows? Because he wasn't the same player all the way through.
No, yep. I think, in my opinion, losing Gio and Stash during the middle of the year at the same time, I think that's what put us back. But I think they're such talented players. Red carpet or Barcelona. Yeah, interesting. But I think that was the crux.
Welcome, Neil and Nikkei. Thanks for clicking the button there. For everybody, whatever channel you're on, the subscribe button's always there. A couple of Knots players see it, and I think that there are a lot of capable Knots players, not in their back line. But when you start to compare them as to who they're going to take out, Namane, are you taking Barnett or Bolton out for them? McLean, is he re-signing, or do you put Jody Jones over there because that's the position that he's filling in? Their midfield, do I deal with Lee, Cannon, Evans? I think we're looking for a bigger delta, bigger difference. But if you're going to replace one of those people, you want a significant step up. And I don't know if the Knots players provide that significant step up. And we've got a Stockport player here celebrating.
Yeah, he should do. He should be.
Stockport got lit up in January with injuries, like absolutely destroyed. And brought them back to the pack. Mansfield stepped over top of them. And so at the end of the day, I have no problem with Stockport coming up. I do think long-term, and I don't want to offend the Stockport fan that's here, but I like Wrexham's pathway going forward. And, there's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror, because you're always focused forward. And I like where we're at. So, but very deserving of the title at Stockport, and I got no problems with it. We're going up.
We're going up. We're all going up. By the way, this one might be for you, Granbo DE. I'm your rep from Delaware. I'm enjoying your broadcast. I subscribed Saturday. It's like someone came to me. I didn't think I'd go to the pay link. That's not on me. That's on you.
I missed all that because of the thumping there. So, the rep from Delaware.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and that happens if you've got the gifts membership set up, and if somebody wants to donate, it's I have one guy who likes to donate gift memberships, and so I always tell people to turn them on because it allows people to do that. And you've got a red card in the PSG game.
Yep, red card 4-2 Barcelona up 1-0.
Knots with it. 4 minutes of added time, by the way, and we're 2 minutes in. Sorry to cut you off, Josh. I just wanted to get.
Okay. Yeah. All good. This is off the face.
Pinball between faces. That's Bostock and Madden, and it literally went like 4 or 5. Ding, 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 ding. As it went off their body, it was like the cartoon show. I'd like to see somebody automatic GIF that up. Remember that? See if I can find it after this to see if maybe I can do it. 45 minutes 2:34. I'm gonna pull that up, and I'd like to see the close-up replay.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Yep. That's kind of comfortable here, though. Really comfortable here. Sorry, sir. Stockport kind of really comfortable here. They look really comfortable.
So, Neil, let's put it into perspective here of the ask for either Wrexham or Mansfield to end up taking the title from you. We would have to have Notts County come back and score 3 goals or more in this game and to draw level. Then we would have to have Mansfield continue their win, if they want to have their way in. Then for Wrexham, go to Saturday. We have to win, and probably by a bunch, and hope that you lose, because if you draw, then we meet again, and we have to not only win, but probably win by 4 or 5.
Yeah, we got to smash. We have to go 5-0. We got to go 5, right? I think if we said 5-0.
Well, because Stockport's added 3 here today, so
8.
Like you've got to get a draw here and a loss in their next game against Accrington Stanley. It's looking like the door is closing. But maybe with this corner in the last 13 seconds, Notts County can go half and build on things. Maybe.
And they go short. Jesus.
Namane draws it back, looking for a cross into the box.
Oh, God. What was
Charge
that?
down, cleared away, and the ref's going to blow this down, I bet you.
Yep.
You're going the wrong way if you want to get this to halftime, and the referee obliges and blows it down to the half.
I'm more concerned about his orange jersey, the referee. Oh.
And while we're doing that, I'm going to go back to I haven't put a poll up, and I don't know what happens when I put a poll up on my end, if it goes into yours or not.
I'll let you know. Can you give me 30? I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Go and do your thing. I'm going to just set up a poll here while we're at it, and then we'll sum up what that first half looked like. Does Doncaster make the playoffs? Yes and no. Start the poll, and you guys can have that. And that's the request of Lewis Foster, who asked there. Neil says never. That's a not counting your chickens to a level that I don't think anybody ever has. It would be exceptionally unlikely for this to go sideways and pear-shaped for Stockport now. Just looking for. So if you missed us and joined a little bit late, 3 goals put in. I'm just going to run through the stats here before I get through a summary of the goals. 36% possession by Stockport, to be expected in a Notts County game. Notts County with all the ball possession, having to do that to protect their horrible back line. Those poor defenders aren't going to get work anywhere with where they're at with things. And hey, Luke's father, how are you? And good afternoon. They've 2.32 the expected goals to 0.34 the shots, 10-3 in favor of Stockport. The shots on target, 4-1 in favor of Stockport. The big chances, 4-1 in favor of Stockport. And then you've got these accurate passes. 300 for Notts County. Their center backs ratcheting up their passing statistics, 93% a passing rate. Effective, right? That's how it rolls for them. I've got Paddy Madden given all 3 goals, and I'm trying to remember. The first one was a horrible giveaway, Baldwin just tripping up on the ground, and it ended up getting picked up by, I believe it was Wooten, who handed it over to Madden, and he popped it in the goal easy as. The second one, oh yes, he got the pen, so he does have the natural hat trick, or you guys call it the perfect hat trick over in the UK. The natural hat trick, if you're in North America, 3 goals in a row. The second one from the spot. A penalty that was given that I don't think was necessarily a penalty. I don't think it was. Not even necessarily. It wasn't a penalty. They called the handball. Too much time in the box. The ball kicking around. The back heel by Wooten that didn't go in. Another shot attempt that ended up being stopped, and then a hammer shot that I wish I could recall who it was, but the Notts player put his hands together close to his body. He takes it off his hands, sure as. But I don't know what you do in that circumstance when it just gets drilled at you. And they call the handball. Madden steps up to the spot and plops that one in easy as. And the third one I originally thought was a giveaway by Notts, but what it was an opportunity to steal that was missed. It was passed forward, ended up over on Madden's foot on the right-hand side. He just carried it in, hammered it, and it took a slight deflection off a defender, and away it went. 3-0, easy as for Stockport. Their goals forward. Let's just look at the League Two standings here. Their goals for now sitting at 47, so they're 14 up on us. So we would have to end up getting a loss by them, beating Crewe by 3 or 4 to make it potential, and then beating Stockport by 5 at home. It would be a hell of a miracle, but I don't really care. Like I said at the start of this, the 72-ounce steak is in my belly. We got promotion, and I'm happy as all hell. Josh, welcome back from your 30. I'm just going to run through the stats here. Walsall jumping up. They're 1-0 up in their match up against Swindon Town. And the reason why that's relevant is that poll that's up on my channel. I don't know if it goes up on yours when I do it. You'll have to let me know when we're simultaneously casting.
No.
But with Crawley losing and Walsall winning, that's means 4 through 7 still sits at 65 points. With Donnie with a game in hand to play, staring and licking their chops. Doncaster has Barrow on Saturday, Colchester all by themselves on the 23rd. No other game, I think, is being played on the 23rd at the moment. And then you've got them playing Gillingham at the end. So a Tuesday off and then a mad run to end the season for Doncaster. But they've got chances.
Yeah.
That's your reward to the MK Dons if Mansfield secures this and secures promotion is you're the MK Dons and you get Doncaster in the first round. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I think you and I, obviously, like, just thinking about this too, how this is shaping up, what we're going to be looking at, like what we look for the playoffs. Okay, playoff setups. What's going to happen. Like those are the ones I think, because this looks, unless something happens in this next half, like playoff games could be really fun to watch. We will sit back and yellow card for Kylian Mbappe. Sit back and just enjoy it all. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I thought it was a general rule that we didn't support franchise FC. But yes, Josh, I'm with you on the playoffs, and we'll figure that out in all the matchups and the dynamics as to how that's going to be, because it'll be a lot of fun to watch those end up happening.
Competing chapstick sponsors.
Product placement.
Product placement. I love it.
I'll let everybody else. I'm interested to hear the MK Dons or Doncaster in the playoffs. I think they'll probably end up playing each other. For the Dons to fall out sitting at 74th or 65, I don't think they can. I think I haven't updated my Magic numbers since we've been promoted. But
table. Sorry, I'm trying to hit the table. I don't want to. I'm on. It's so Stockport. Okay, here's the League 2. So MK, Barrow, Crewe, Crawley, and Walsall. Are those the ones? Oh no, MK, Barrow, Crewe, Crawley, and Walsall. That's it right now. Donnie's out.
Don's, Barrow, Crewe, and Crawley. And just Osito's question: what's with Wrexham fans in Doncaster? My wife's from Doncaster. Yeah. Sunny Donnie, and it's the only EFL stadium that I've been to. Keatmote, now called something else, 3 or 4 times. Haven't been there since 2019. But yeah, John's got it. My wife is from there, so people are always like, "Why did you become a fan of Wrexham?" Because I didn't fall in love with Doncaster. Like that's really the reality. People were suggesting that and I wasn't choosing it.
Yeah, you got to give it to Doncaster. I mean, what do they won? 6 in a row, 5 in a row? I mean, they're smashing it. They're absolutely smashing it.
Yeah.
I will say, I've never had more gratifying watching football in the last 3.5 years, whatever it is, than doing this. This is like, obviously there's the bigger teams and clubs. I've followed Manchester United since 2006, but like this is so much more gratifying. And what we did on the weekend, last couple weekends actually, having that, being right there, it's insane. It's just absolutely insane.
I don't know if you've been following. I know that you and I follow each other on Twitter, but the MLS guys have been out in force since Wrexham got promoted, just slapping the crap out of Wrexham. Lots of people with big followers talking about how Wrexham's a joke and they don't do anything for American footballs, and how could American end up being a fan of Wrexham when you've got MLS in your backyard, and they have, and it's really a response to the Golazo did that video, and I did tweet about that. I don't know if you saw that video where they were talking about, and one of the announcers said Wrexham has done more for American soccer than MLS.
I'll tell you why. Sorry, here's my counter. I'm going to agree, because they don't have it set up correctly in the MLS. And you know this because you have a team up here too. The MLS is set up for franchising. It's not a McDonald's. What we're doing, why they've done it, is not because of Ryan and Rob. Yes, they've done great, but like they're franchising these things because they have lower leagues. They have the Canadian teams and they have the Mexican teams. That they're not doing it correctly here. That's why. And you know what? fair play to Wrexham and what they're doing. And the MLS is about franchising. It's bullshit. Sorry, I don't mean to swear on our streams, but like,
I'll give the counter. I mean, I agree with you, but I'll give the counter is the NHL, the NBA, the NFL, MLB, they're all franchises as well. Well supported, well loved, in love for the game, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And I don't think it's just about pro relegation. I think that's the easy excuse. Yes, it's fascinating to North American fans, but it's not unique to different sports. In ice hockey, we deal with promotion relegation in the World Hockey Championships and the World Junior Hockey Championships. Sure. Your national team loses out, wins up, you go up and you go down. So it's not entirely new. The franchising works in North America. Pro relegation maybe could work if you set up the structure different. I think it's something different. I think it's that Wrexham telling the story and connecting to a community has taken people who have had a passive interest, maybe no interest, maybe even some interest, and it's brought them to the game. So MLS is not pulling in non-fans of the game. They're not pulling in non-soccer fans. The MLS is pulling in and giving opportunities to those who already love the game. When you go to an MLS game and you follow along and you talk to the people there, they are a Man City fan or a Wrexham fan or a Chelsea fan or a Juventus fan, but they live in Los Angeles now or in Phoenix for the USL teams or Calgary for the CPL. So they've got to go to a game and they take it in and they support their club and yay, it's kind of fun.
That's a great,
the difference is there's. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you finish your thought. Yeah.
I was just going to say, there are going to be little kids that are growing up now in Canada and in the United States who are going to be kicking the ball around, dreaming of becoming Paul Mullen, Elliot Lee, and Wrexham players, Ogonkwo in goal, and they're going to be chatting about it. And that's more for the development of soccer in North America, because Wrexham's pulling in. My kids have been to more football matches and second-tier CPL Vancouver FC games than they have been to ice hockey or baseball or the traditional North American sports. Why? Because I'm now a fan of it. And I want to go to it. So that's Wrexham. And so I'm curious what other people, I'm going to go through scroll down, and sorry if I miss your chat. I'm going to try and get caught up here. MLS sucks, 500 million a franchise.
There's one up there too. Stuart. So Stuart's a Stockport fan, I believe. MLS's poor standard is Scottish League One at best. Kick and rush. Under 8 levels. It's like baseball World Series. No one else takes part. Crewe takes part. Crewe there somewhere. MLS fans envy Euro football. Listen, Euro football is fantastic, but here's the thing: it's a different style of league. I watch a lot of MLS. It's a very athletic league. They're getting a lot of players coming up from South America. There's a lot of players like Talis Mango, who plays for NYFC. There's a lot of players that come up from South America now, Brazil, Argentina, that are coming to play. I just think that in American sports, we're star-driven, and I think that's the problem. Granted, yes, but I think you're right. I too take your point, like the relegation things, but the franchise stuff just kind of works in the States. And I was at the Manchester United Wrexham game last year, and there were more Wrexham fans than Manchester United fans, and that was really crazy. So there's a lot of factors in that. If you actually break it down, which would be great, it's not a retirement home anymore, Welsh one. It's not. It really isn't. Used to be.
Yeah, and there's development, and you look at Donovan Pines is a perfect example of MLS now becoming a gateway potentially to players coming over here. Was it Barnsley he went to? I'm gonna have to look. We might actually see him next year, which will be fascinating. So DC United, young guy, former US national team player, ran out of sort of favor with his club, and nobody picked him up as a free agent. And so I was like, that's the perfect guy to go over to the lower leagues and get stuck in. And he's over at I'm pretty sure it's Barnsley. And the last time I looked at his stats, he was doing really well. And we're probably going to see that 6'7" tall giant with pace. He's a different beast. And so I would think if I'm an MLS fan, I'm celebrating Wrexham just as much, even if I don't follow them, because they're drawing people to go to the game. And I'll tell you what, watching the MLS stuff, I said, fuck it, I'm not going to go to a Whitecaps game. I'll go to watch the second tier, because if I'm going to get yahoos from the MLS who are going to crap all over Wrexham's parade, then MLS can stuff it and not take my money. And I'll advise everybody else out there, go to a USL game, go to a lower league game, go to CPL in Canada, stuff MLS if they're going to have an attitude.
Yeah, but you hit on the most important thing, I think, and it was I didn't gloss over it. It's why it's about the the people that support football, like connecting people that make them feel like they're part of something. And I think that's what's kind of special. Sometimes you get magic, and I think the Wrexham has the magic. And I know we're about to kick off in a second. But sometimes like this is just that magic, it can't be replicated. And I work sometimes with Sheffield FC or a little bit lower, but but like this just has that magic, I just think there's something there that the people like feel like they're more of a part of it than anything else. So I don't know. There's something to that. And you touched on that real briefly.
And I'll have to look at it. One of the things we are getting close to kickoff. One of the things I do want to chat with you at some point, maybe not during the live, but is now that we've gone through a season in the National League, a season in the EFL. I'm underway. You're underway. We're sitting at when the clock comes up, 5 seconds in here as we get underway in the second half. 10 seconds just passed. Is what we've loved and what we've hated about the EFL.
Yeah.
And put together a list of our top 5 each of what we've loved, what we've hated, and have a banter about that, you and I, on a segment sometime over the summer. Because there's a lot of things that the EFL does amazing that I absolutely think is exceptional. And there's some stuff that I'm like, I don't get that.
Why?
And I'd like to, it'd be interesting to have a chat and maybe even do it as a live and have people come and join us for it. So,
I think, I think that. By the way, sorry to cut you off. I think Shell would love that. Sheldon would absolutely. He's got, and Ken. Ken is very studious. I don't know if you watched Ken. I think you guys would get on really well. You guys have kind of, I think Ken, like really studious and looking at things like that for sure. And anyone else, I think there's really good stuff to pick apart. And we got some stuff to do over the summer for sure. We're gonna have some good fun.
So Stockport with it, center backs move it on up, and they're trying to move things forward. Just to this question from Will.i.am. Bo, MLS needs to raise their salary. Oh, a giveaway in Notts County might have the opportunity to benefit. Oh, an amazing save by Hinchliffe to the right, and he pulled that back. Woo.
Good shot.
That was a well-struck ball, and we've got somebody for Notts is down.
Go on and give us a brief summary then.
Let's put MLS in perspective as to where people typically say they is a low championship team, upper level League One squad. That's the comparison, and their salaries are well above the League One, and probably closer towards middle table championship.
Yeah.
What was it? 16. The average team is 16. No, it's a $16 billion league total.
Yeah, and you get
15 billion quid. 20 million US. No, 2 billion. 2 billion. What am I talking about? It's a 2 billion, 1.6 billion quid. $2 billion, 1.6 billion quid league. It's got money on the salary side. It's got money on the business side. It's just
what they're doing though. Some of the things they do, and I know we'll get to the game in a bit. Like what they're doing though, they're piecemealing it in. It's like, oh, you can have a special player, or you pay for Messi, but like they got the Apple deal, which they automatically, like it's $50 a year, or whatever it is. That increase it. So they need to continue to do more things like that. They can figure it out if they're smart to do it. But but he's right. It's I think that they can evolve the league. They definitely can evolve the league. Kim says there are some
John raises a big question here, and I want to bring this back to Wrexham. It's so stupid. The only way you can watch it is on Apple TV. You get your money for that, right? And Apple pays you, and the teams benefit, and you secure yourself going forward, and that's wonderful, and that's great.
Yeah.
The question that you have with TV, and this brings in the 3 p.m. blackout and all sorts of those discussions, but more eyes on means more fans, means a better product, and we've got an opportunity here with Knots over on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Cross in, far post, headed down, headed out. Offside, they say anyway.
Yeah, good point, by the way. Good points.
And so I'm curious to see, and the Wrexham experiment may do this. Sean Harvey intimated that there could be free-to-air Wrexham. So now you've got Wrexham, who's already leaking its way into the North American market, potentially, other than Inter Miami, the biggest football club domestically in both countries, I think. And Google Trends demonstrates that. There was a report that came out today about that.
Yep.
They go free to air, they're going to get more coverage. I'm curious to see what that ends up doing to the MLS and to the league and to Eyes On. Wrexham can do some serious damage, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
If they do a free to air, I'm just saying, like in general, like on like a local channel, like it would blow. Absolutely. Like, sorry, you and I would be like busy, like very busy with shows, very very busy with shows.
It would be a beautiful thing. I'm going to go to Ticketmaster right now to tell you. I know that it's $10 to go for me to tier 2 as Stockport comes in and the penalty box and they dance around. And oh my word,
4.
The defending of Notts County is just absolutely atrocious. That was Baldwin, who's normally the right back on that side. I assume I couldn't see his number, but that was him. And Sarsavec just beat him like a rented mule, danced him. To dance somebody in the box that badly and a back at that.
Driver like stolen.
That has to be Baldwin, isn't it?
Who's it? 15?
Oh, that was Brindley. No, that was Baldwin. Baldwin gets over there and he just gets absolutely dancing. And Baldwin has the audacity to stick his hands up like an offside flag, or you shouldn't let the pass in. Me. You just got embarrassed, man. You just got embarrassed.
That's the title right there. Hey, there you go.
Bugger me.
Wow. Well done. I love that though. When you get totally rinsed and you're like, what happened? What did we do? No, Stockport came out. They're not huffing and puffing. They're not messing about. And Notts County.
I want to know who he was upset at. Was he upset at? I don't think he was calling for an offside. Because he was running next to the guy. The guy was behind you when he went to go get the ball. Yeah, and Sarsavec grabs it, sets it up, and he kind of slow plays him a little bit. And then he goes, and here's a step, and it's in. Huh. My God, that the Notts defenders, they're going to be lucky to get a job in the National League South after this.
Well, there is a hot dog stand in the National League South that some of these players can get, I'm sure. Wow. Well, I mean, listen, Stockport have been consistently the best team all season, so we cannot fight it, So we were hoping for a dream, but yeah, this is why you play the game, right?
And I'll take the slagging on Twitter and all that sort of stuff. They're the champs and give it to them. It took them an extra year. Hey, it's all right. But I'm all for having another little battle with Stockport next year, and moving forward. And like I said, I think our future is quite good with where things are at. I think we're going to be able to reload, and away we go. I almost don't want, like, you never say don't get promotion when it stares you in the face. But if I want to be able to get the academy set up, I want to be able to we've got to refresh some contracts here because we've got some dead weight that's going to carry us through. And I'd rather have us set up so that we can really set ourselves in the championship. If we got promoted next year, I think that's more dangerous for us because we're going to get set back, and it's going to be a painful year in the championship. Can you imagine? I don't think we're there yet.
I don't think we're there. I think there's going to be, listen, everything is sometimes, this is not the easiest season for us, right? But I think there's going to be a consolidation of who we are probably next year, getting rid of favorites, things like that. And, we'll pick through those bones through the summer as we talk about all the time. But there's going to be some harsh times, and we need to figure it out. It's not all just about like really positive and everything. It's going to be harsh. People are going to go that might not be that we would expect to be there, but there's going to be some decisions to be made. And if you make decisions, it's going to have to. There's consequences. So Jody Jones fell. There you go.
The flop.
Le flop. Yeah, le flop.
Not been bad at the back all year.
God, sorry.
Dismal. Nuts falling apart again from Aaron.
Yeah.
And we've got Stewart signing off. First league title from 57 years for Stockport. And a credit to him. Stockport's been lurking around. They were down for a bit in the National League, pushed their way through. They're up into League One. It'll be interesting to see whether their ownership is able to get them the turnover necessary to push their way through League One, or if that's their cap and their ceiling. And it's Crowley with an attempt there, easily collected by Hinchliffe.
He's a solid keeper. He's a very solid keeper. I want to look him up real quick.
That's why of the teams that are going up, you think long term Wrexham's got the best opportunity to push itself forward. But Stockport deserves to be there, and I hope they can stick next year and enjoy the run. Although the worst Twitter fans, Tranmere, the worst Twitter fans.
Tranmere. Alex Yorko is a Newport fan. Generally, why does Knott's flatline until they see my damn club? Well, I mean, I couldn't tell you, but Newport, you guys will be in a League 2 next season, but we'll be supporting you from League 1.
And I think they're going to replace their manager. I'd be surprised if he stays because the fans are demanding it. But really, I don't think they need to change much up front. I mean, McGoldrick is probably going to retire. He's come back for his final swan song.
Yes.
But it's their back line. They need to find some guys who can play in the back.
Yep. By the way, I see that they're where can I watch the game, Rodrigo? Yeah. So we're watching on iFollow. So don't pay for the game. It's already half over.
It's half over. It'll cost you 10 quid.
Yep.
Stockport flicked on. They can't just clear the easy ball and pin balls around off of 3 defenders before it gets stumped down. And Stockport's going to go and get this. And that's the key, right? We need the cop up. We need the academy going, and we've got a sub coming in here.
So on that note, and something I know you talk about change real quick, just for the chat. Are you doing academy first or cop first? I think cop will come first and the academy at the same time.
The cop's already got the capital.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the academy's got to have the capital, but that's going to be club investment. You want to see people's minds blown? Watch when Rob and Ryan build a 22-acre, like it's not going to be first instance, but they're going to buy the land and build, I think, 2 with some commercial stuff there and let it grow and then build and build and build. But they're going to be sinking capital into that. And we're going to use turnover or use revenue from the documentary to support that. Yeah. But it has to be cop first. You've got $17 million of public funds earmarked for it. You need get going. Find the other money and get going.
I think we got to do a deep dive on the cop, the 18 months and all that stuff. Deep dive somewhere on that for sure. Got to look into that. We got, there's a lot.
The thing is, the deep dive is everybody's done it and everybody knows the answer. The conditions are now set up. There's nothing with Wrexham Borough. It's the $17 million that was earmarked for the Gateway project has been reallocated from the east to the west so that it'll cover the race ground. That money's been marked up. What we're waiting on is money from the club and or money from other funders to end up increasing that. So to me, this is club and maybe eking out a little bit more public money. Mm-hmm. It's this. That's the only thing holding up the cop, and you have to get that thing going. You've got the public funds. You're not turning away 17 million quid because you're going to have to build it at some point in time. So we're back underway. 3 subs came in. Do I know who they are? No, not yet. And I wasn't paying attention, and we'll wait for McGoldrick. So I don't know that much.
Yeah. Again, a little bit of overlap. Apologies. McGoldrick did come out, but that's the only one I saw. The one I recognize there. But yes, he was signaling.
Sorry, I deleted that one because I missed what the signal was. So Swirly, can you imagine a year in the championship without a training pitch? I mean, they have a training pitch, but we're a category 4 academy, so we're not able to have the youth kids and build them up so that they could fill the club, or we could end up transferring them out. Right, we're missing out on that revenue stream that comes from having an academy. So you build up an academy that has a pub in it selling aviation gin and Betty Buzz drinks and whatever else, renting out to the kids to be able to play and grow and do their thing. It just makes sense to have it.
Mm-hmm. Good one there.
Yeah, we talked about that one earlier, Steve. Butterfly effect. I don't know.
Kazuma Tempest said, "What place do you think of it? It's way too early. There's a lot more to happen." Kazuma. Way too much to happen. We're way far. It's way far away though.
I did answer if we went up with the club that we have right now, I think we're safe. I think we're in that like 16th below the mid table though. I think we're in that 14th to 18th spot. I'd like to see us go and grab enough to if it all goes well and we gel, sneak into the playoffs and have some entertainment.
Yeah. I think partially comes into play.
Not in the academy. You build it so that you've got a commercial enterprise. Like I'll sell it right outside my building. They've got a large park that's got 9 different pitches on it. They had it for the Canada Games. It's got a track. It's got 3 baseball diamonds. It's got all that stuff. And then they've got commercial development around it, right? And that commercial development around it, that when you go and bring your kids to the academy, you drop them off, you go and you grab a coffee, you go across the store and you buy a book, you sit in the pub, or the dads go over and have a drink and watch the game, and it becomes a community center. And then that just fosters more activities given away. And here they come into the box, comes Notts County, and it's right there, and shoots it to the moon. Notts County with the opportunity. That was Crowley who did all the work. Comes in, nicks the ball, number 7, draws it into the box and gets it over, and up comes one of the subs, number 6. And I don't know who that was that came in. But Jim O'Brien needed to have some warm-up shots.
By the way, Kieran's in. Evening, all. Kieran woke up. Should we try to get Kieran? K-Ron's in. I forgot. You had something good that was there. I'm losing my head. We had a really good point there about building things up.
I was talking about the commercial development of the academy as a funding source in the piece.
Made a really great point there too. I think sometimes here's the bad version, right? We think of ourselves as a big club, but we are still where we are. You know, there's progression. You need to take things as a progression. You get certain things, and you need to take, like, okay, we'll get the COP done, then we'll get the other stuff done. Like, let's take it. We're not Manchester, Barcelona, all those things. So we need to get in. We need to understand where we are and not be too ambitious. So we shoot ourselves in the foot. So those are things that need to come into play for sure.
Well, that was right there. Notts gets onto the scoreboard. Langstaff adds his goal. That's like worst case scenario for us to be Notts to get drubbed by a big score, and Langstaff put goals in because we want Mullen to be able to catch him for the scoring title, but not outside. Just a nice little pass by one of the substitutes, and he just walks close to the spot and just guides it over to the right, easy as. Center backs had a nap there, and Langstaff took advantage as he did.
Let's see. We can. No, it's not a game yet. No squeaky bum. 61 minutes. Let's see. What do you think? What do you think? I thought Canadians are positive. There you go.
No, we're polite.
Yes, you're polite. By the way, Argo, great movie. You ever seen it?
A long time ago. But see, the thing about me is, with my job, when I watch movies, I brain fart them in. There, I just watch them and I'm numb. And after it's over, you ask me what I watched, and I won't be able to answer. I can tell you whether I liked it or I didn't.
Okay,
that's about it.
It was a positive toward the Tehran and Oh shit! Come on.
Stockport with a corner and you just put up into the air and nothing comes out of it.
This has been fun. This is kind of like, just I feel very relaxed, just doing a show, as we're watching this, no pressures. It's all good.
I enjoy it. I mean, we've been talking less about the game. Usually I do a little bit more play-by-play, but in this one, just having the general chat because that's all that there is. I wish I could keep up with the chat, but we've got a decent turnout, I guess, for this one.
Yeah, we do it. I mean, it's a Tuesday, and we got Champions League on and all this stuff, and we're here. We're here, but it's good. It's good. Good news.
And this is the definition. Saw Argo, enjoyed it. A friend who's a lawyer would always fall asleep in movies as they actually relaxed him. Scott Robertson with an opportunity to maybe make this into a game, draws it out. And it's flicked up into the air, and it's in.
Oh, my days!
Oh, that was a gorgeous little one. Now Knock is running, and maybe we do have some activity going on here.
Okay. All right.
That was Dan Crowley from the back.
That was a chip shot.
Flipped up into the air. Nothing there, so they draw it out 20 yards out, 25 yards out. What are we going with on a distance here from the – just flicked up into the air from 20 yards into the far right corner. Making a game of it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
2 more knots. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny? He said they have 1 hand on the trophy. There's not 2 hands on it yet. That's why they play the game. Yes.
That's why they play the game.
I love it. Kim said, Stockport putting knots to the wood chipper. Fargo. I know, the wood chipper. My wife's from Fargo. My wife. I get it. But it's not over yet. Oh, my God. How about it?
Sean, Madden getting subbed out for Barry.
He is just a little tank, isn't he?
Oh, Des throws the spoiler out there. 5-4 knots. Hey, is this what this is? Knots just is like we want to make the documentary one last time,
right? Yeah. Why not?
so create the drama and then cue the comeback. Is that what this is all about?
I'll bring up the script. There you go. There you go. All right, boys. Well, you gotta have some pride. Come on, lads. You know, like don't go.
They're running like they've got some pep in their step now.
Yeah.
That's Langstaff up there putting the work in and getting it turned over. And it goes to Jody Jones. And Jody Jones outside the box. Left foot, right foot, trying to dance. Gets kicked out. And nice little tackle.
Don't you think Jody Jones should play a contract for another team for a transfer? He's not going to stay at Notts County.
I missed that.
Sorry, I apologize. You don't think Jody Jones trying to play for like going to another club?
Do I think Jody Jones is going to go elsewhere?
Yeah. Do you think he's like
he'll move up? He's not going to go to another League Two squad. But if somebody comes ringing the door and says, "Yeah, you can come up and play some League One," sure, I think you'd look at it. I haven't looked at his contract. The problem with us is he's running on McLean's position. So are you putting McLean in the midfield, or are you not signing him?
I'm doing what we're doing with Bolton.
Rotating between Jones and McLean.
Yeah. And then
getting rid of Mendy.
I'm not getting rid of Mendy. I think why do you do this? Yeah.
Hey, K-Ron, have a good one. K-Ron signing out.
Wait, why? What's wrong with K-Ron?
He just said he's checking out. Clock is sitting at 65, almost 66 minutes. Walsall 1, Swindon 1. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to bring up the League Two standings because we're all watching sort of what the heck's going on with Doncaster, because that's going to put them back down at 63 points and push Doncaster up into 8th with a game at hand. Crawley's now level with Barrow, 66 and 68 points.
Yeah, that's what I was going with right there. That's Sheldon.
It's all good for Donnie. Yep, that's this long-term injured, but he'll be back by the end of the summer, I will imagine. Like, surely.
Yeah,
Langstaff will leave, and Jones. Yeah, it's definitely possible to have a turnover in Knots. McGoldrick is gone. I don't think he signed for more than just the 1 year to wrap things up. And I'm with Swirly. He's League One capable. But yeah,
all good for Donnie. Lewis, yeah.
Just looking for that level jump, right? Sort of in all positions, looking for that level jump.
Yep. If we can get some players to come down from even the championship, we'll see.
Are you, Des, or is the model to grab some prospective 23, 24, 25-year-olds and give them some League One experience and see what ends up happening? Stockport with it, 67th minute, 8 just to the left of the 18-yard box, drawing into the 18-yard box, scooped in, flicked on, and Wooten had an opportunity to right foot that one into the goal, and he didn't get enough on it, and it's just cleared.
Yeah, they're pressing on that.
Wow. John, you would know.
He does need surgery. Stace mentioned he did need surgery. Yes.
Stuart, I have one hand on the trophy and keep the other free for scratching and signals.
Baseball reference? Yeah. I love it. Stuart Ryan. Yeah, Stuart Ryan. He's a Stockport fan, right? Supporter? I think so.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs surgery. The Mendy thing, I like Mendy. I just think that we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But if I'm getting
it's just one of those things that if there's a player available that's a level above, you take that player and we're going to fall in love with them, and we thank whoever's there, right? Yep. I've heard rumors that Luke Young has something already in the works, and that it's a nice thing, and that's all I know. I don't know if that means he's going to retire, stay with the club. I don't know if that's going down to he's already got a spot set up. Chesterfield coming up. Does he slide over to Chesterfield? I don't know what that means. I'm just speculating, but he won't be in it. I don't think Hayden will be back for sure. Tozer, I don't think will be back. I think we're going to add somebody in the center back position. And Horsfall smashes that one. And see, with the referee that called that hit his hands, but his hands were right by his side. So what's the difference between his hands being here in the first instance and his hand being at the side? Oh, great shot and opportunity there, and an amazing save. Stockport just in and around the box.
Great save. Great save there.
Sarcevic with it now. Over on the right-hand side into the penalty area. 18-yard box. Draws it in. Another great save. 2 in a row for Ashby Hammond.
Who's number 20?
Keeping Knots in it. Remember those saves if Knots actually does come back because you needed both of those.
Yeah. This kid, Louis Barry, 20 years old, by the way. Pretty good. He's English.
His stats, who was he with for the first half of the season? Was it Swindon?
I'm trying to look his stats up right now, but he's pretty good. He's got good feet.
And he was leading scorer at the start of the season. He was running the show.
He's good.
Now I got to find out who he was with because I forget who he was with. Somebody will know.
20 years old, Louis Barry, forward. Yeah, he's pretty good. League Two. Oh, I'm trying to see who he's.
Oh, bad touch by Crowley. And is that going to be a pen? It is.
Oh, really? No.
Crawley. That had to be a penalty, but that was on Crawley. Crawley gave that ball away unnecessarily, and there were 2 Stockport players there, and all that Cameron could do was go and run and dive into him. What else is he going to do there?
I guess here's a replay.
So watch, Crawley's got it here, lands on his boot. Clear that. Clear this. Instead, he kicks it back, and he serves it up to 2 players.
Number 4.
Cameron. You know what? He made contact, but
that's a gift. That's a gift for me.
I'm 50-50 now that I saw that on the replay. So another one from the spot. And this is going to be Louis Barry stepping up for it. And was at Salford City, sorry.
Okay. He's young. He's 20 years old. Step up for this. This is, where's it going?
He's a player. To be fair, he's a player I would take.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh! And as I say that, he bangs it off the woodwork. I take it back. I reverse jinxed him.
He's out.
No, I would take Barry. Now I've got to go to Transfer Market and find out what is. And I got asked what the tickets were to go to an MLS game early, and I forgot. And the browser's still up, so I'm going to have a look at that.
$50, $20, something like
Make it fun here, Notts County. Add another one.
Yeah, come on, son. Make it interesting. It's Tuesday.
The crowd's screaming there. They're into it. Like there's still people interested. So 34 tickets in the end zone, 48 in midfield, and $34 Canadian. So in British pounds, that's going to be 17 quid, 22 quid for the middle of the pitch, 17 quid for behind the goal, and you can get into the stadium up at the top for 14, 15.
For what game? Ooh. The Barcelona game was tied, by the way. 2-1 Paris. Yeah.
You're watching that one. Now you've changed your mind. John just gave us a score update as well.
Yeah. I would show it, but I don't want to get us dinged. They just put one off the bar there. I went to Paris this year. I watched Paris lose in Paris this year. Well, last year with the misses.
See, I think we're looking for a hold up, a Palmer upgrade or a Fletcher more young, like somebody with Fletcher's skill but younger, who can hold up in the midfield and towards the front. I'm trying to look at the contract length that.
So because he always goes big little. He's not going to go little. He wants big little.
So Louis Barry will be on a free come May 31, 2024. But I think because of his age, you've got to pay the fee to his parent club that trained him.
Listen, there's a lot to talk about over the summer, which is going to be fun.
So Aston Villa, I would take him.
Which one is that?
I would take him.
Oh, Luke Williams.
No, Louis Barry. I would take him.
Yeah, he's got 10 goals. This could have been his 10th goal. I said.
And you put him with Mullen as far as work rate and how to be a pro. You've got Marriott there as an upgrade, and you add like a big body up front, and we can stir it up.
How many years do you think? Shot?
Oh, deflected way out. Had the opportunity there. Knots did 20-yard area, left-footed thump, And I'm pretty sure that deflected out of play. Otherwise, it was just a horrible kick.
It was either you or me. No,
I think that was just a horrible kick.
Yeah, that was you and me kicking the ball. How many years do you think Mullins has been top game, by the way? Just out of throwing it out there.
I mean, the thing about him is he's still got the wheels. I thought when he first came back from the injury, his ability to be a workhorse and chase balls down, he wasn't there. And I was like, he's going to age out quicker than I thought, right? Mm-hmm. But as it sits right now, knots with possession, moving down the pitch, 29 years of age, but with lots of miles on him right now. I can't see as a striker being as effective 30. I mean, he'll still have ability at 34, 35, 36. Will it be League One championship level? That's the question.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're taking the keys away from him now, but that's why I like a player like Louis Barry that's in that 20-year age gap. That 4 or 5 years, by the time Mullins is out, they're transferring up.
Yep. And JM's what, 28? Oh, here we go.
A bit of a break. Crowley through the middle of the pitch. He's got to the left, to the right, plays it forward, and well played by Horsfall. The defender intercepting that one and clearing it, because if that would have got past him, that was the Langstaff in behind.
Good defending there. Really good defending. Kieran says
that's kind of where I am. I thought 4 years, but declining 6 years, he could, take the step down and play some, if he didn't want to be away from family, of course, that's going to be an issue. I could see Mullen doing 4 years. Is that a penalty? Yellow card just outside the box.
Yeah. It's getting interesting. It's not over yet.
And so that was Sarcevic. Sarcevic just tripped him. That was Jody Jones. That was a flop, though, too. That was the Russian judge is giving that a 9.8 for artistic expression.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a foul. It was a foul.
It wasn't a Nancy Kerrigan. It wasn't a Kerrigan, but it was okay. It was okay. We'll take it.
John, they still had the same striker in Langstaff. He's still playing right now. He's on the pitch, and he's leading the league in goals. To be fair, now 3 up on Mullen for the league lead, but 2 more at his peak. But that's what I'm thinking is it's 2 year where he's leading the charge and Barry behind him, or a young guy behind him to mentor and build up. And then if Mullen wants to be with family and he's enjoyed himself in Wrexham, you give that guy a spot at the academy coaching and say thanks for everything, man. And here's your enjoy it.
Yeah, he'll be up for the team. He's such a good lad. Free kick here, right side. Who's going to take it?
Yeah, and I'm with Rico. 2 years, at least in League One. Can't see it happening. Jody Jones, left-footed, looped over the top, and Hinchliffe grabs it, collects it.
Penalty for Paris.
Yeah, and I'm with you there. They need to have somebody holding it up in the middle of the field. Like if you looked at our lineup and said, "What's the one position that you need to have somebody in?" This isn't an insult to Palmer, but that's the spot. If you get Ogonko in goal.
Yeah.
If you don't get Ogonko in goal, then you've got to go out and find somebody. Tom McGill is my vote if it's not Ogonko. And I will fight for Tom McGill, and I will say his name repeatedly all summer long if Ogonko goes.
And with the Ellie Palmer stuff there too, he does a big and a little. He's not going to get off of it. He does little. So whoever that replacement is, I think Ollie will be there next year, and maybe Fletch, but we need a younger big if you can't have too many up front though, can you? Like Dalby can kick rocks, so he's gone. Barry comes in his place. Fletcher's going to stay. So if you're going to add somebody up front to hold the Palmer position, you kind of have to get rid of Palmer. Yeah, God. I mean, he's such
in
the bar. Ooh, yeah, you're right. 3-1. Jesus Christ. Oh wow. Dortmund 2-2. They're winning on away goals. They're winning 3-4. It's getting wow. You're
watching a nutty one then up top.
I got the multicast going up here. Borussia Dortmund are going through, and Paris are going through right now. Yep. TOC.
Knots with it. 78th minute. So we've got 12 minutes here plus added time. I'm not thinking it's going to be more than 4 minutes for this one.
Who's Will Evans?
Yeah, it's not going to make people happy, but this is the. If I'm looking at our front group, Marriott's not going, Mullen's not going, Dalby will go, loan or otherwise, or send him to oblivion. You've got Fletcher's not going anywhere. I think he's a super sub.
Yep.
But if and so that's a handball.
That's it.
No call.
No call.
All right.
Oh, get up, son. Notts County haven't given up yet, by the way.
No, they haven't. Crawley's still looking for it, but I think Ollie has a could be challenged to keep his spot.
Yeah, but he's
Cameron with it, midfield, 30 yards out, moving it over to the right on a switch. O'Brien gets it over. Jody Jones now with it. Can he serve something up? Bring some magic from the assist man. He's going to take a shot and nothing on that.
God.
He grubbed into the ground. Yep. Grabbed by Hinchliffe, and he's settling it down. Start the clock.
Yeah, start the 6. Start the 6. That's 7 seconds already. 8, 9. Yeah,
I can see that happening, but they're not going to sign an MLS player for the first time unless it's a splash. It's going to be somebody that's like near to or at national league team level for the US or Canada, right? It's not going to be just to bring somebody in. I think they're going to want to make a big deal out of it.
I don't think that's on their radar. I don't think that's part of it doesn't really, I don't know. It's a good shout, but I don't think it's part of their radar. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I know I am, and I know he is. So yes.
I think we're talking about doing it together, but I want to get if I can get the graphic card in and hold OBS, we can have all sorts of bells and whistles and all that sort of thing. But if not, we'll figure it out and covering this for sure.
The answer is yes. Yep. We will be doing it. We will be doing it. Because here's why. We'll be doing this. We're already up. Right?
Yeah.
Sean, we're up. We're up. I'm trying to get Sean to come up north. Come to the
talking
room. Or actually, go down. I got to go up to the tailgate.
You got to come up. I got to go down.
Yeah. Yep. Did you get tickets or no?
We're looking to get the house in June. And we're looking to put it on the market and sell and buy. And then I got to set up a studio all before August.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to be all over the place next season, but I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'll be on my laptop in my office doing the worst watch party that can be. Well, I can't do that. I've been watching watch-alongs, and there's some really weird ones out there.
Look. What do you look around? Look at my.
We give content, man. Not necessarily good content, but we give content. Crowley is really digging. He's like all over the place. He has run so many kilometers all the way from the back midfield stripe all the way over to the right-hand side, gets it to Jones. Jones tries to get across it, and they've got 3 defenders lined up to defend that, and they just get it out.
Oh, my day.
You can't play in League One with only one striker, but that's why I'm thinking Barry, Fletcher, we'll have 2 up there. I'm talking that we're going to have 5 total on the team.
Yeah. You think Dalby? Oh, look at this press forward. Is this live? Yes. Yeah. Dalby's.
Crawley with it again, left-hand side down. That's Cameron all the way up. He gets it forward. Well, that looked like a handball.
Little handy.
Compared to.
Yeah, compared to this one earlier.
Oh, the counter attack is on.
Wide open lanes here.
Looped it all the way over, misses everybody, but it's collected on the opposite side. I'm missing out on numbers because they didn't put those up, and it's deflected. Easily collected.
For a corner. Okay, corner to.
That's my position. I don't see us being relegated. I don't see us being promoted. If we get promoted, it's because we've leaked into the 6th spot and gone on a crazy run in the playoffs. Right.
I also think it's what we do in the summer. You know what I mean? It's what we do in the summer. I really think that we have to just play it by ear.
With Rob and Ryan talking about sustainability, the amount of money that they'd have to do in the overhaul and the wage rate they'd have to carry to end up making us championship ready over the next year or two it's too much to ask. It's just too much to ask. Header, nice goal.
Well done.
Ethan Pye with the 5th goal. He adds to the party on a nice little cross, and that was a slow motion Superman that I'd like to see on the replay, because I don't know whether the defender held him up in the air, but it looked like he was floating horizontally and just let the ball hit his head. He was like waiting for it. The game glitched. The game glitched, and he hung there to head that one in. Well, I want to see this on the replay to see if my eyes deceived me as to how this got crossed in.
5-2.
Watch, here it comes. Crosses in, and he went over top of his back, and that's why.
That's a foul.
That should be a foul. Like he went over his like that's the, I was wondering, did he get held up? But no, he was balancing on his head. He was horizontal. You got teabagged, and we scored.
I heard teabag a long time. That's great. That's a good one.
That's what that was. He teabagged him and like rested him right on his forehead, and then headed the ball into the net. Ethan Pye, the very first time I've seen a teabag goal. And you were here to enjoy it and watch this one.
Oh, that's great. No, totally. Teabag goal. That's the teabag goal number 5. They're singing too. They're singing. So Stockport wins the league, or how does this work?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Stockport wins the league. Mansfield closes us up. The auto promotion spots are all gone. It's now everybody's fighting over the playoff spots. And do I do that? Yeah, Neil, we were just saying that Ethan Pye goal, the very first teabag goal I've seen in football. And I will take it.
The locker room
made the 10 quid or 17 Canadian worth it. Surely champions. Yep, they'll give them the trophy. I don't know if it's there.
Yep.
We have another, or did they wait for it at home? I don't know what protocol is, to be fair.
So we cannot win anymore, right? We're done. It's over.
Yeah, the question for us is second or third. Right now, Mansfield's in it. Yeah. Do I care? No.
Nope. Don't care.
They're the young kids.
So I'm just starting. By the way, for everyone out there, stupid o'clock for us, you and me, on Saturday.
3:00 in the 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
We got to wake up and get the scoreboard, figure out who's in the lineup, and do what we do.
Yep.
Just bow down as you go past me. Easy, Tiger. Easy. It took you an extra year to get there. We're going up. First asking. Oh,
yeah.
I'm smashing things in my house.
5-2 Shirley. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, this is. It's been they battled through Notts County. You feel bad, but
participation ribbons to Notts County. The Magpies can take that purple ribbon home and feel good about themselves. They tried.
Yep. I do like this kid, number 11 there. What the hell's his name? For Notts. Oh, nice ball. Square.
Number 11
shot.
Notts.
Nope. Golly. Best thing about this game was
that's Namani, but again, the same thing. Barney or Bolton.
Yeah. It's Barney. I think Bolton for next year for sure. And then Barney's playing really well. And
if one of them was aged out, I'd maybe have a different look. But Jones is still there, chip up in the air, looking to add another assist. But that's the worst entry ever. Stuart says they'll get the trophy on Saturday. That makes sense.
Yep. Thanks, John. Good to see you, buddy.
And the nice thing is we can maybe do like a little guard of honor as they come onto the pitch if we feel the need, and then have the battle. And then at the end of it, everybody can invade the trophy or invade the pitch from Wrexham because they'll want an excuse to party. And we'll see how it goes.
It's one of those where, Dortmund are 4-2 up at Atletico. But it's one of those like we've already won. It was just hoping for a little bit more. But like, right, you had the steak. It's great. Do you want dessert? Okay, cool. If dessert was an option and I can like maybe a little more, great. But geez. But you're right.
Got another one there on the.
Yep. Notts County.
And I'd say the defenders have given up, but this is just who the defenders are.
Yeah.
It's just who Notts County is. It's an interesting question from Stuart. Wrexham will overtake Swansea and Cardiff. And maybe that's a statement. Do I think that that's possible and plausible? Yeah. I think it's plausible. Yeah. I don't think it's possible. I think it's plausible in time. Walsall back up on Swindon. Bad news for Donnie.
Yep. If we're patient enough, we can do anything. We just need to be patient. And I think we can, we just build. Oh, nice feet. Oh,
of course. Make me change the score one more time.
Yeah, right. Golly. Give them a break. We've been we're doing we don't have people in the back, but we'll do it for you. And John's been doing yeoman's work in the back. I've been there.
It's one of those things that when you have it on OBS, you just click the button and it loads up, and it's so much easier to do.
That is going to be
the things you can do. I'm telling you.
That's going to be
did I download that? No, I didn't.
If you learn,
still sniffing around, we're getting a minute away from added time, and what are we saying? 4 minutes?
You're probably right. Hopefully three. But Force good. Oh, great. Back to the keeper. So
the Mansfield Accrington game, by the way, only counts if you care between second and third.
Yeah, we're going up. Period. End of story. We're going up.
But if there's people who do care,
yeah, Dortmund are going through. Yep, that's true. Dortmund win 4-2 against Atletico, and it looks like Paris are going to beat Barcelona at this point right now. We still have 18 minutes in that game, but we'll be doing, as we mentioned earlier, we'll be doing some. Oh, there you go. Get through. Nope.
That would have been horrible. A Langstaff goal right now, I would have gotten really angry.
Yeah,
not really.
Let's have Mulls. At least get the golden boot if you can. I think Mulls gonna go like 107, 108. I think so. Maybe 106, something in there. But let's see what he does. How many minutes? How many goals is that in minutes? Well, I don't know. What's that one?
How many goals is that in minutes?
Sorry, Kim. I don't have that one.
I don't know. Did I misspeak, Kim? You're too smart for me right now.
Yeah. By the way, drop a like on both channels if you're watching. Subscribe, memberships, fun stuff. Red Hordes, and I are doing a lot of things together. Also, we do watch along, so it's great. Thank you all for joining. It's been really fun. This has been it's great. A lot of fun stuff for everybody.
I can't speak for Josh. I only cover domestic, as a clubs. I'm only covering Wrexham. International stuff. I'm looking at the possibility of covering some Canadian stuff here. They've got the most interesting summer window they've ever had. Netherlands, France, and then Argentina, Chile, Peru in the Copa America, with the chance of potentially drawing into the playoffs and getting Mexico. It'd be a ton of fun. Extra time goals expected. I didn't see how much time went up there. Did you? We're at a minute through.
That's not come up yet. It just says 57 seconds, by the way.
So Starcevic's walking around the pitch. He's been taken out of the game.
Yep.
But club games, I'm only going to cover Wrexham. And
I will drag Shaun into some of the other things we're doing for sure. By hook or crook, Sean's going to do some. I'm going to make Shaun do some watch alongs.
I worked until 11:30 and then stayed up till 3:30 just so I could have this gap in the day. And now I'm going to eat some food and go back to work.
Yep, same here.
But,
a lot of fun, man. We're just getting started, everyone, and it's really good stuff.
Taking a moment to enjoy Vegan FC's last minutes in League Two.
Yep. Shaun, I think
what a fall for FGR. Langstaff's still up there working for goals, and it's on Langstaff's boot again, having a crack and blocked down easily.
They haven't put up the number yet. They're 2 minutes in. They haven't put the number up yet.
Well, we'll just. And I'm curious. They're saying this an American ref. Was this his first game? Because I'd be interested 3 games before to add that him as the 69th referee, if that's what they've done.
Okay.
Mansfield make it to League One. The auto promotion window has closed.
Well done to the team.
Congratulations, Stag. We'll see you next year.
Well done. It's been a great. Oh, there you go. Square. Oh, cleared away. That kid number 6 is good. He's good. Orfstall's good. Good player. Wow.
So a game in hand.
Yep.
And 2 points out of the playoffs right now for Doncaster.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I do the magic number thing just to have a look at that to figure out what the promotion situation is in that picture. With Gillingham, I guess they're still mathematically in it. Yeah, but for Wimbledon, they can get to a maximum of 69. They're still into it. Potentially, Harrogate would be the same. Bradford, though.
Oh, God. So we're 3 minutes into the extra time. They haven't
said. And they haven't posted up what it is.
I'm just like, that's going on. Oh my God. What's going on here?
Doncaster Barrow on Saturday, and that would be enough. That's fascinating because Barrow at 68 points, Doncaster scores, they get to 67. Yep. It's going to be a fun little battle for the playoffs and a fun little battle all the way through Wembley. It might be worth watching to see who the 4th team is. It will be worth watching. See who the 4th team is. It's coming up.
Don't worry. There you go.
More importantly, what happened in League One today?
I was just about to say, who's coming down? Who are we going to beat? Yeah. What the hell's going on? Did I miss anything here?
Got to be the American owners buying Carlisle. I think they wanted to ride on some Wrexham coattails, and then they're going to pass in the promotion relegations. Got to be a bite as the whistle blows, and it's a final. Stockport champions of League Two. Congrats, kudos to you.
Well done. Well done. You know who suffered the most? FYI, was Ivan about 3 weeks ago. Watching his trap win a couple of weeks ago when he was watching the game. He was miserable. I don't know who they played. Remember you did the Tuesday game and I was driving up, or Monday game.
So just looking at the table, Cambridge losing 19th spot, Burton losing 20th spot on 43 points, Cheltenham winning, and they're up to 41 points. So they're pulling themselves to the top 4 of that relegation. So 21 it's 4 up, 4 down. So Cheltenham getting closer to safety, currently leading over Burton and holding Burton down at the bottom. Port Vale losing, not able to take advantage of. If Port Vale could come back here and pot 1 or 2, they'd be running with Cheltenham at the top. Fleetwood, they're losing, and the window is about to set because if it's 6 points at 43, they'd have to go on a run. So that pretty much guarantees, I think, with this loss, pretty much guarantees 1 point to drop. That Fleetwood's coming down with Carlisle. And so that leaves 2 spots open, Port Vale and Cheltenham sitting in them. And then just going to the championship standings just to have a look.
Let's go up the championship side. That's who's coming down. That might be Carlisle. Carlisle's into League One.
Yeah, Carlisle's passing us and going down as we go up. So Rotherham down for sure. Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield. There are only 2 coming down out of the group. And really, when you look at Stoke City and QPR, who are sitting at 47 points, they've got 3 games left. I guess they're still at jeopardy. But to me, it's really between Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield, and Birmingham as to who's going to be the 2 out of the 3 out of that group. And frankly, I don't care because they're all relatively close enough to Doncaster. They're all Birmingham's got a big stadium. It'd be fun to see them. Sheffield Wednesday is a massive club. And right next door to Donny. So it'll be fun. Congrats to Stockport.
Right.
They're over there celebrating with their away fans. All the more power to you, and we get to battle you next. Well, we'll battle you for fun. I do want to have a look, and I might spend some time this evening having a look at bringing our academy players in, because there's a couple that play with the academy that I would like to see them get some minutes in Wrexham jersey. Put them out against Crewe. Put them out against, like, we're not playing for anything now.
Yeah, we're not playing for anything. No, that's
so send them over to Crewe. I think there's a limit on you can't tank and do that on purpose. There's restrictions, but I remember reading them, but I don't know the specifics of them. But it'd be nice to slot a couple in if we can. So I might have a look at that. Just wanted to go back to the chat.
Congrats. I mean, I'm glad it's over. Now we can. Now you know what's interesting.
That's not going to happen.
What?
That's not. Oh, begin the bowing. That's not going to happen. Congratulations, you won the trophy. But the thing is our future is just too bright. And it's too bright. And kudos to you. And you'll be an interesting chapter in the story. But I think we're zooming past you, Stockport County. I do. And maybe that's just cockiness. Maybe that's being brash. Maybe that's being impolite. I don't know. But I do think that we've got we've got a thing running, and it only goes uphill. So we'll see.
The 3 best
teams. Go ahead.
The 3 best teams went up in the league for sure. And you know what?
Absolutely.
And now it's contradicting ourselves, and here we go. I think it's great. I celebrate on the pitch. Now I shut it down for everybody. I'm shutting it down, and I'm like I said, play some academy kids, get some people out there, start JM, blah blah blah. Done. It's over. Now rest Mulls, rest Elliott.
Luke Young gets his curtain call.
Yep, for sure.
Jordan Davis gets a full run out there instead of Lee. Lee can come in for some minutes for some applause and some congrats. Marriott gets his run. Dalby can go out with him.
Play chop, play in the back, in goal. Done. We're good. It's over.
Yeah, we're good. I think that's still going to be fun to watch. It'll be Luke Young at home on the last day. That he better be in the lineup. He better be in the lineup.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be a full
Tozer in the back.
Toes be great. Yeah.
Hayden on the one side. send out the thanks and the appreciation, and have some subs at the end of the game to be able to let everybody give them their applause, because for some of them, and we don't know who, it's going to be their last run out for us.
Yeah, and I think we'll start getting that picture will start taking shape in that game against Stockport. I don't need to start everybody, bring them on at the end, whatever it's going to be. It's all good. Yeah. I'm happy with this. This is actually, listen, we wanted to win, but it's fine. Now we look at it, it's like rest the players. That's what we need to do, and we'll pick it out for the next weeks.
Swirly says still important games for fans. I'd like to think they're important games because of the story that they tell, not because of winning or losing. The winning and the losing doesn't mean anything. I will take a 2-1 loss if it means that we get to show appreciation and have that opportunity as fans to show appreciation for the players that have done so much for us. That's how I look at it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's people that out there that say,
if you're running over shades, I mean,
well, Stuart, you might get it, because neither team's going to. I don't think either team's going to be playing their top line here.
No way.
It's a dead rubber.
So you go to the game,
but next year's Stockport gets its comeuppance.
I think right now, what just happened right here tonight, we start thinking about next year. The next 2 games don't matter. That's it. It's over. Yeah. It's over.
Marriott finding his legs would be the best thing to come out of the last 2 games. Run him out for 70 to 80 minutes. Chomp doing the goodbye, and that's it. Portsmouth took away the win, so I mean they're free and clear champs of League One moving up. Derby County's sitting there in a fight with Bolton and Peterborough for the last auto promotion spot out of League One and heading up to the championship. And so they've got an interesting, because they go 3-6 and 4-5. So they've got an interesting battle still going on there. But it's going to be fun. But I look at Cambridge, Shrewsbury. We saw Burton and Port Vale this year. We saw Shrewsbury this year in an FA Cup. I think that on average we're well above them and in that 12th to 15th range, and maybe even a little bit better than that. So we'll see how it goes.
No, this has been good. We had an opportunity, but it's great. But like now for me and you, I think we're saying like rest players. It's all good. And enjoy it. Like enjoy it.
I don't care if they turn up, though. To be fair, if Stockport wanted to run out their best squad against our young guys and we were sending them, cool,
great, awesome. That's beating up your little brother. You know what I mean? And not condone violence. We're like, okay, great. We don't care. We're going up. You're going up. You won the league. It's not. I think there's something to that, and we did our jobs. We did our jobs. We did our jobs. Good for them. That kid number 6 is really good, by the way. Good center half. Really like it. Anyways, work back to you. What do you got?
Yeah, I got to go back to work. I want to look at the stats and start to dig that stuff up, so Sheldon and I can end up nerding out at some point in time, and I'll probably end up. Not happy about nap time. I'm probably going to end up making the videos and just doing it myself, but I'll probably invite Sheldon to come in and have a chat about it and tell me where I'm right and where I'm wrong. And looking forward to doing that. But it's work for me doing that, and then I do want to look at the regulations to find out what can we do. Because there's like 2 or 3 players in the academy that we put into some cup games that I'd like to see if they can get a league game. That'd be a lot of fun. So
that'd be a lot of fun. Well, it's good. It's fun. It was a good little, relaxing watch along on a Tuesday, which is
it was. And thank you for everybody that was there. I don't know if you have the concurrent streamers, but we got close to 200, which for a non-watch, non-Wrexham game is pretty impressive, and had some fun doing it. So Josh, appreciation for you. You're going to be doing lives, I'm sure, all through the week, so people can find you at the Local Pundit, both at YouTube, Twitter, and everywhere, right?
We are live every day, news and updates. Shaun comes on every once in a while. He's always welcome, obviously, news and update show. We have interviews and things like that. But, a lot more to do together, and it's a lot of fun. And so, keep supporting all the channels. And, it's a lot of fun. So thanks for having us on. And, it's been a good day.
I appreciate it. It was a good time. So like buttons before you go, just to make sure the message sent, subscribe button before you go, do all that sort of stuff. And we will catch you guys Saturday at bugger off early o'clock.
Shaun, you calling me or I'm calling you?
I'll WhatsApp you a couple of times and just make sure that if it stays silent, then I'll call you and be like, panic.
Hey. Yeah. Awesome, man.
We'll make sure it happens. All right. Have a wonderful Tuesday, everybody, wherever you are. And we'll catch you Saturday, if not earlier down below. And if I get a video out, maybe I will. Who knows? Cheers, guys. Have a